this big organization. People want to come together, work together for the good of the black folk, right? A lot of women, unfortunately, thought the conversation included us, right? We thought that conversation included us. Nope. Mm-mm. That shit ain't had nothing to do with you. All that MLK, Doctor, the Black Panthers and all that shit. Mm-mm. Black Lives Not Matter. That shit ain't got shit to do with us, y'all. And it just shows how fucking male centered we are, right? Yeah, TikTok gonna be like that, y'all. Fuck it, we still gonna be here. Um, it just shows how like male centered we've been, cause all our shit that we focus on as a community, uh, it centers issues that's related to men. Fucking criminality, fucking nothing about the domestic violence, nothing about it's what sexual assault, no reproductive rights, nothing to do with the medical industry and the prejudice there, nothing centering children, none of that shit. None of that shit. Even when it comes to like black women specifically being left out of like being able to vote, none of that shit fucking made it. We've been fighting for these niggas whole time. I think that's real important for women to understand because once you understand that, you be like, hold up, it shifts things a little bit. Now, who the fuck y'all be talking about? Them niggas be talking about themselves, them motherfucking selves. But once the conversation goes to anything black women, all of a sudden it's like talking to a white man. That shit is fucking crazy. What's up, East?
Good morning. Good morning. I,
Salutation.
I see we on demon time today.
Every motherfucking day.
Yeah, I'm loving this month. You know I love this topic. Darren wish Drika was here because Drika been cooking up that good theory. Okay, so why do men
Oh,
black?
who's here?
Uh,
I didn't.
she probably at Trader Joe's. You know
Well, I sent my live to all 43 of her accounts. So
she can't keep her ass out of Trader Joe's or somebody's store. Uh, so why do black men put gender before race? I'm gonna say because they in cahoots with the white men. White men then told them that hey, you gonna be at the bottom of patriarchy, right? We gonna we better not catch you driving with a tail light out, but at least you get to be like Drika say since she not here. At least you get to be the patriarchs of your own community. At least you get to abuse the women and children in your own community, and in exchange, you make sure that you keep these black bitches in check at all times. Don't let them get out of hand. Make sure they keep pumping out these motherfucking babies so we can have workers and laborers. But make sure that you never ask for too fucking much. That's about it. These niggas,
mhm.
yeah, they put and
They the police. I think you said that yesterday.
they
I was like, damn, they is the motherfucking police. That we always assume they the criminals. Them niggas the police.
they
That shit was. That shit was. There she go.
there she go. Hey, Drika. I was about to reheat your nachos, but since you're here, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Also, too, I'm gonna say one last thing. Black men don't like being black. They don't like being black. They don't like black culture. They don't like anything about being black. They don't like their black skin color. They don't like anything about being black. That's it. I think that the only thing that they do like is the they're hypersexualized, that they're fetishized, but they're not respected as human beings and they're not respected as men. But they don't like being black. They don't like black heritage. They don't like their black hair. They don't like their black noses. They don't like their black mothers, especially. So they don't like being black, and that's why they have so much hatred and vitriol towards black women, because the only person that can make a black man is a black woman, and they hate us because we made them black.
So you saying Bernie Mac wasn't playing when he said that shit?
He said, I hate you, nigga. I hate your nigga nose. I hate your black ass head. He was absolutely right. He wasn't playing. He was dead ass serious.
You know what's interesting too? Let me say this before I forget, because Coconut was referring to Momo Live, right? His prompt was a picture of Uncle Luke talking about how Hispanic women treat black men better than black women do, and y'all know 2026. I don't know if y'all in here. Oh damn, she left. I was gonna let you go next. We not fighting no allegations, right? So that's when that shit is fucking accurate. I want y'all to understand something in case y'all confused. You motherfucking right. Other women gonna treat you better. I think it's a lot, but let me explain what I'm saying though. If you listen to the shit these motherfuckers want from a woman, the shit these niggas is demanding from a woman, like yeah, we gonna fight you back, bitch. Like we don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm just saying, just so y'all know, whenever they do that triangulation shit, nigga, fucking pay off your child support, get your passport, and fucking get on that plane. The fuck. But what's up, Draco? East was referring to your talking point.
Which one? Hey y'all, which one?
How they want to be the patriarchs of the Black community.
Oh yeah, they definitely want a black patriarchy. But I mean, to what y'all said, like no,
They want that though.
they absolutely hate being black. They think that them being black is what's stopping them from being able to be the men that they want to be. Like,
No, I agree with that. I said I'm the reason I say I think they're too busy being cucks to want their own black patriarchy because they want all the credentials and accolades that the white patriarchy has.
no, but that's what I'm saying. Like, the black patriarchy is being a cook. Like, in this society, right? They've redefined what it looked like. Because if you think about it, if race wasn't in play, they would have a patriarchy similar to any other man across the world, because black men didn't get taught patriarchy.
Yes.
Came here with patriarchy. That was the thing that was on that already for those motherfuckers, whatever, whoever who say you was already here. Okay, well, when you walked over to this landmass in whatever thousands of years ago, that's probably went out. Which
Yeah, you going in and out, but we got the gist of it. What's up, Plum?
Hey, how y'all doing? Wanted to comment on the previous statement she had made. I'm just
Which
trying to
one?
figure out. I tapped in a little late, so I'm trying to figure out what or
No, just
why
tell
do
us the
black
statement
men.
you was. No, you good. Just tell us the statement you responding to.
When she was referring to black men not, or when y'all had said collectively, black men or get treated better by Hispanic women, right? Supposedly, or that's the way you guys feel. Also, you say they're gonna do things that you guys aren't willing to do without a battle. Now,
No.
when we
I'm not. I didn't say that. I'm not saying that you're not gonna do it. No. I'm saying that we shouldn't give a fuck about your y'all saying that they gonna do it because y'all expectation. Once you listen to what y'all talking about, it don't fucking matter. Y'all be talking about cooking and cleaning, sucking and fucking and shit. Don't nobody give a shit about that.
now just stating the obvious, that's some basic stuff that in a general loving relationship should be happening anyway, right? We talking about healthy
No,
healed relationship and healthy healed people who I would
no.
suppose who have love to give and love to receive
Ain't nobody
openly.
doing
And
that shit.
but I mean, if sex and cooking and cleaning. Now, if you're in a position, say y'all financially stable and whatever you guys afford, maid, chefs, and the nine, yeah, maybe that's your lifestyle. But in a general lifestyle, say if he allows you a lifestyle of, part-time work, or maybe you don't have to work. He's taking care of everything, and you're
No,
at
that's
the
not what I
house.
was saying. That's not what I was saying. Your idea what a relationship is when it's supposed to be expected. I'm saying we shouldn't give a fuck. We shouldn't give a fuck. It's not supposed to be about you. Y'all niggas be chasing us. Like, we don't
No,
give
no,
a
no.
fuck.
Now we do
But
chase
listen what
y'all.
I'm
Now
saying.
the whole
Hear
thing
what
is
I'm. No, hold up. You're not listening. I'm trying to clarify. Okay. We
go
don't
ahead.
care if
I'm
that's the
listening.
expectation. Who gives a fuck if that's the expectation? You see what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to be in that fucking dynamic anyway. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to preach what it's supposed to be. Don't nobody give a fuck about what you think it's supposed to be. You see what I'm saying? You the fucking one seller. You the salesman. You selling it. What the fuck do we care if the product ain't what we wanted? You see what I'm saying? There's nothing to talk about. Y'all got it.
So you just want a transactional relationship?
Yeah. Say what's the product that you're looking for? Because I'm not understanding.
That's
What's the norm? I'm like, what's the norm? What were you talking about?
brotherly love right here.
No, I'm just saying, what's the norm though?
What you standing on? Like, do you want a black man? Do you want black men to do better, or do you want a white man? Like, well, what's up?
I mean, it's not the topic.
Okay, so if you want a black man, so why not go for a black man that actually loves you?
Hold on, sir. Hold on.
Don't that make sense?
Your phone muffled for one.
Oh, because it's on my stomach. But yeah, go ahead.
Two, the topic is why do black men put gender before race? That's the topic. This ain't pop the balloon episode.
Well, I don't even know what that means. So
yes, because we ain't standing on that.
What do you mean? Like if a girl love me, whether she black, white, Hispanic, if she fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck with her back. It don't matter her race or nothing.
Hold on. Y'all still getting off topic, talking about we.
Go ahead. Because you saying black men.
Hold on.
He excited. I'm gonna mute him.
They are so excited. Y'all need to calm down, and y'all don't even know each other. So I want y'all to be your own man as an individual. This we and y'all holding hands and giving each other high fives because y'all talking fast and excited is weird. The prompt is about why do black men put their gender first? Meaning, why do you put the fact that you a man first over your racial identity?
Can I respond to that?
Please.
First off, as a man, I'm a man first. Even as a black man, I still stand as my own army as one. Now, as the black community, yeah, I'm part of that. I for sure stand on that too. And I'll stand on that and die on that if necessary, if the opportunity needs be. But in all reality, I'm a man of one in this world. You feel me? My daddy and mom birthed me into this thing as one. So I'm an army of one. That's the way I see my life. Now,
that's exactly what we're saying is that you would stand. Okay, so if you had to choose between, from what you're saying, if you had to choose between being black or being a man, you would stand with white men before you would stand with black people.
No. Well, it depends on the situation. If they're saying, okay, we trying to kill off 50% of the man on earth, and the women get to choose, I'm like, fuck all that. You feel me? Hey, what if I ain't part of the 50? I'm not standing on that. So yeah, I'm standing with the man. What's up? Now, if it's saying, okay, we gonna kill off 50% of the black people on the earth, and we need all the men to step up, I'm not standing with that as a man. So it depends on the situation. But you saying my manhood defines me as far as I should put my race beside me? No. It all plays into my manhood. I'm a black man. So I don't live the white man experience or the Mexican man experience. I'm living the black man experience. So with that being said, I only know my perspective as a black man. You know what? It's many different perspectives as a man on this planet. And we need to understand that. We all ain't living the same life. We all ain't living the same dream and all that. So we different people on this same planet.
Yeah. So again, if you had to choose, you would stand with a white man before your community. That's just basically.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. Maybe you didn't hear exactly what I.
Hold up. Yeah. So hold up. You gotta calm down.
Yeah. The embarrassed, excited laughter it's gotta go.
Yeah. When it comes to standing in your privilege, you cock the cock with that nigga, right? But when it comes to being a victim and talking about what the black man gotta do around the black women, yeah, it's all race first. Cause you trying to extort some fucking labor. But when you get around them motherfuckers, right? Or when we referring to male privilege, it's all about it's just men built the world and men do all this. Like y'all don't say shit about being a fucking black man. That shit don't come up until you want to be a bitch and fucking bitch about something and extort labor from women. Y'all don't give a fuck about that shit. You don't want to be seen as a fucking victim when you around the motherfuckers. You neck to neck with the motherfuckers. Like, what is you talking about? Y'all be lying. Hold up.
Because as a black man,
hold up.
You talk so much. Go
up. Now you want to hold up. Y'all come to us with that shit because you playing the game. We see it because we can hear what y'all be saying. And y'all can't stop coming to us with those arguments. Like race never becomes a factor. Y'all advocate for it. Y'all love the fuck. You victimhood. Ain't nobody buying.
So you just saying I'm using me being a black man as a crutch to do whatever I want to do. Like I could just run over on people. Is that what you basically saying?
How the fuck did you get that from what she said?
No, because I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I don't. Why would I compete with another nigga? I don't do that weird. That's why I like to be lame.
Hold up, since you confused. Have you ever heard the talking point? And I'm sure you have. You probably said it. Men built the world.
I mean, yes, I
Yeah?
heard that, but I wouldn't claim that. I wouldn't say just men built the world. No.
Do you ever say stuff like that's why, or you heard black men say that's why men hold power in the society that we live in?
Bro, that will never come out my mouth because what power do I hold in this society? Bro, niggas will shoot me dead.
You know you innocent. You ain't never said this shit before. The question was, have you ever heard it before?
People in my circle saying that, no. Or the people I know, no.
No, have you ever heard it in your circle? Have you ever heard that before?
No, not until now. I'm sorry, I have not.
Okay. Let's skip to the next nigga because this nigga obviously ain't never heard, seen, saw, spoke, or anything.
No, you don't know what's going on.
You don't know shit. Why would we talk to
You
you? We can't have a conversation with you because you ain't never seen shit. You ain't never heard shit.
I ain't never.
Shit.
What you mean?
You living underneath a motherfucking rock in the projects. Go ahead, Mr. Smith.
Bruh, so
Hold up. Go ahead, Mr. Seth.
Mr. Seth, yeah. This is how the order goes. Goes God, man, woman, and child. That's the order.
There we go. You being honest.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said before, black is we be this, we the original people on earth. And yes, you should be proud to be a black man. And you should hold your own, get your own and support your family. Support you and yours. We all know what that means. Either supporting yourself or supporting you and your family. So
hold on. Let's reframe that hierarchy with the caste system, though.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say, first of all, your imaginary God, white man.
No. Hold
up. White woman, black man, black woman. Why you don't say that hierarchy?
Okay, say that one more time, so I make sure I heard you right.
I don't like repeating myself.
No, I want to make sure I heard you right. But go ahead.
No, I don't repeat
myself. No, it goes like this: God, man, woman, child. That's the order. No if, what's, or buts about it. And the black man is the original person on the earth, the first person that was on this earth.
You believe?
No if, what's, or buts about it.
Hold up. Hold up. Because as far as I understand, ain't no mitochondria Adam. It's mitochondria Eve. Do you know who mitochondria Eve is?
Well, I'm not saying no.
No. Do you hold up, sir? Who claimed that the black man was the first living being on the motherfucking planet?
Yes.
Do you know who Do you know who mitochondria Eve is?
I've heard.
What have you heard about it?
No, yeah, one of the original people on earth.
Do you
but
know
she's
what
not the
mitochondria
first.
Do you know? No. Do you know what mitochondria is?
Okay, enlighten me.
Of course you don't, right?
I said
hold up. The mitochondria, that's the powerhouse of the cell. The reason why you can eat food and you can reproduce energy is because of mitochondria. You know where the mitochondria come from?
Everything comes from God.
No. You get it from your mother. You carry your mitochondrial DNA from your mother, not your father, your mother.
Okay.
Because no.
We're the seed of our father.
It was not.
We are the seed of our father.
Hold up, sir. Black men were not the first. That's the crazy part.
Is God a man or woman?
Hold up.
God is a man.
Hold up. We know you think it's a dick slinging motherfucker in the sky. I got it. But no, that's not how that works. That's why you have mitochondrial Eve. There's no mitochondrial Adam, sir. When they look at the moving out of Africa and they tracing back genetics, you know where it go back to? It go back to mitochondrial Eve, sir. Eve.
Well, them feminists really worked on y'all minds, didn't they? The last 40, 50
No,
years.
no, no. You
Them
can
feminists
no.
really
Don't say
have
that.
effed up
No,
y'all
no,
minds.
no, no, no,
These
no.
women
They
is
You
dumb,
have.
can't.
They have
No,
really messed up y'all
no.
minds.
So it's like
No,
y'all
hold
want to
up.
be
You
important
ain't
that
got
bad.
That's why
nothing
things
to
are
see
out of
that
whack
from
and out
that
of order.
from.
Like
No, you
That's
ain't
why
it
you
never
got
heard
don't
all.
even
about
matter
it.
what came.
You don't know what it is. You just want to say y'all motherfuckers was here first. That's fucking interesting.
Who been here first? It shouldn't even matter. At the end of the day, we all here. So why is we
No,
arguing
it
and
matters.
putting each
It
other
no,
apart?
it don't.
Oh,
No, it
bro.
does matter. He said it matters, so it fucking matters.
Hey,
Well,
host.
to me, it don't
How are you
matter.
doing?
Hold on 1 second. We working our way up. What's up, Summer?
Hey Tara, hey everybody.
Hey,
Hey East, hey Drika.
Nah, it
So,
shouldn't matter. It never
hey, shut up, I'm
to me
speaking.
as a
Shut
man, it
up.
never.
Mute, mute.
hold up, sir. Hold up.
Respect.
Calm down. We gonna open the panel up in a
Yeah.
second. Go ahead. E.
Respect, a woman is speaking. Shush. Anyway, why do black men put gender before race? It's because they have low racial self-esteem and they know if we go on and talk about race, they on the bottom. So it would be easier. Could you mute, please, ma'am? You have some background. Thank you. So they got to put gender first. And that's why they always talk about men built the world and men, but they're talking about white men because you don't have no power. You don't own no industries. You don't make no money. You're not respected in the street. Like, you're not respected by the pigs, none of it. So what you got to do is put gender
Well,
first.
she stole everything from
Hey,
us.
hey, shut up. I'm speaking. Have
I'm
some
just gonna mute him.
respect.
Don't acknowledge
Thank
him.
you.
I'll just drop him.
Thank you. So, that's what it is. They put gender first. That's why they always out here saving white men and just acting a damn fool. So, if they're gonna be real about it, let's add race to that hierarchy. Let's add race to the hierarchy, and then you tell me where you land on that hierarchy. Go ahead, Nancy.
Yeah, I tried to do that earlier. He didn't want it to happen. Go ahead. Beyondy.
Thank you. Yeah, I I'm sorry. I'm just a little happy that you just said my name correctly. That was actually beautiful. So thank you for that. But yeah, nah, to sit there and piggyback on what the previous person just said, when it comes to black men putting themselves as a male before the fact that they are a black male is based off the fact of the Christian. I feel like me personally, I feel like it's based off the Christianity that they've probably been running with, the indoctrination of the patriarch that they've been running with, not to even acknowledge like Adam had a belly button. How do you get a belly button? You get a belly button because you were born with an umbilical cord. And if you were born with an umbilical cord, that means that umbilical cord was from a woman, right? I mean,
Yeah, but I kind of don't want to go down a religious.
How do you know he even had a belly button?
Hold
how do
up.
you know he
You
didn't?
got hold up. No, see what I'm saying? Now we're not talking about the topic.
Yeah, I
We're
mean,
not talking about no fucking belly
I
button.
apologize for that, but I feel like that's the main reason why they feel like religion is the main reason why they put gender over race, because within the Bible it says that men are so much
Hold on, you
higher,
still hold up.
but
You still going back to the religious stuff. Listen to what I'm saying. They use it to justify it, but the
yeah, no,
reason why
that's
they
exactly
do
what
it,
I'm saying. That
hold
that's
up.
it.
Yeah, yeah, it's the privilege that they get from it. I want
Yeah,
you. I want to
I
shift it to
promise you, I
privilege, so
don't
we're not
use
talking about
me being
religion.
a Christian
Hold
to
up, no,
get.
nigga, you gotta calm the fuck down. You need to calm the fuck down. The fuck is wrong with you? Calm down. He
How you doing?
interrupting.
Hold on.
Shut the fuck up. Damn, I'm about to open the panel. The fuck is wrong with you? You about to be dropped for no reason. Y'all, I know this glitchy. I know the live real glitchy. Y'all still gotta tap the screen, share the live out. I'm gonna open the panel up, but we not talking about religion.
Yeah. So the thing is about the race part. So once again, when you're answering as a man, as a man, as a man, that shows that you put your manhood before your race. If you had the choice between being a white man or a black woman, you would never be a black woman because you don't respect us or see us as human beings. And no matter what you do, you can't think of yourself outside of being a man. Why is that?
Because I'm a man, bro. Why would I want to see myself being anything other than a man? I don't, why does the race and the gender matter? I don't see myself highly above a woman at all. If you wanted to go do something, who am I to tell you don't go do that? I don't hold no power over you. At the end of the day, you is your own person. So a black man
Do you see the prompt? Do you see what the prompt says? You're saying yes, I put my gender before my race. You're proving it right now. I'm a
At
man.
the end of the
Why?
day,
Hold
I'm a
on, hold
man with a
on,
dick.
hold
What are you
on,
saying?
hold on. Wait, listen. You're saying I'm a man. Why does the race matter? That means you're putting your gender above it. So you're saying it's just because you are a man, but why? You do see us as lower than you. That's why you can't
No, I
imagine
do
anything
not.
else.
But at the end of the day, why would I one day wake up and be a girl?
On, let's get to the why. Why do you
Why would I wake up and want
hold
to be a
on?
white man?
Listen, I'm not answering a stupid question. Why do
Come on,
you
bro.
put being a
You asked
man?
it.
Hold on, listen. If you're proud to be black, why do you put being a man before race?
I don't have to specify I'm black, bro. What the fuck?
Identify as black?
But
Yes,
that's
I'm
how
black, but why
hold
do I
up,
have to?
hold up.
Why do
That's
I
how
have to
the
come up and say
description.
yes? I'm a black man every
Hold up.
time.
He's too excited for me. The description is not man black. That's not the description. It is not man black, sir. It's black man. Have you where you been at? The description has never been man black.
Bro, listen, if I see something going on, I'm finna go act accordingly. If I see a black woman getting jumped by a white man, I'm finna go beat that nigga ass. I'm finna go, bro. I'm not about to just sit there and let something happen in front of me. So what you
Why
saying?
you don't want to acknowledge what I just said?
What you just said?
The description is not man black. It is black man.
So what does that have to do with our daily life as a black
Which
man?
one? If I say black man, what am I saying first?
So
What am
explain.
I saying first? If I'm saying
Me
black
as a black man,
man,
you saying I have a privilege over
okay,
you?
you saying black man. Which one did you say first?
Johnny has 2 apples. Answer the question, nigga. What's wrong with you?
That shit uncomfortable. That's what I'm saying. It's uncomfortable for him to even acknowledge that.
Bro, because it don't matter at the end of the day. It does not matter. All that matters is the morals of the person and what did that person do. Y'all talking about a black man would suck up to a white dude.
No. You need
What?
to say man black. Stop saying black man. You said you're gender convert.
Bruh.
Won't you start saying man black?
Black man, black. To me, it's the same
No,
shit.
you need
Why
to say
does all that
man black.
matter to you though?
You need to say man black, sir.
Man, like, has a black man ever wronged you? For you to say all black men put gender before race? Has one black man did something to you?
You did it. You just did it.
Oh, so I did something to you for you to hate all black men? Come on now. What?
This nigga slow. Can we get him off the
I'm
panel?
slow though.
He don't.
Like,
He
come
don't
on,
got the
bro.
range.
You slow vibe. Come on,
No,
bro.
hold on.
Oh, y'all
Hold
just
on.
too childish.
This nigga slow. Like he don't have the range to have this conversation.
Y'all act like
This
little ass
man
kids.
is
Y'all
this man
grown
is
as fuck.
literally a
Wow,
fucking
man.
duck. We're
Man,
talking to
grow
a
up.
lame duck.
Grow up. All that.
No,
Okay.
you need to just read a book, sir.
Like, come on, read a book.
Just
Man, I
read a
read my
book.
Bible.
If we
I
just
was-
gonna
See,
be
exactly. That's the
talking.
problem.
We just gonna be
That's
talking
the
in
problem.
circles. We just gonna be talking in circles. It's just gonna be
Because-
circles
no,
after
talk to me.
circle
What's
after circle because the nigga can't comprehend nothing. I don't.
with
It's not that he
Bible?
cannot comprehend. He don't want to comprehend.
But
He
y'all
doesn't.
talking to me.
All he wants
I
to
ain't call you a
comprehend is
bitch
the
yet, though.
Bible.
What you mean? I ain't call you what's your name yet.
Okay. Anyways,
But you calling me a whole ass nigga and all that other shit.
You are. We're calling you out of
He's a whole ass
yours.
nigga.
Belong.
Most niggas are hoes and sluts. So what?
We need another op.
What?
We need a smarter op.
That ain't me though.
this nigga
But it
slow.
is.
Somebody
Show
come up
me.
who could actually have a conversation.
All right, I drop him, but I gotta drop two of y'all too.
You
I don't
talking
wanna
about
be in
that's a
no
problem
freaking
because I read the Bible? That's a problem. What do you be
Because
reading?
it's
that have you acting
indoctrination,
like that?
sir.
That don't make sense.
It's indoctrination.
Indoctrination.
It's like it made you feel so much bigger. It made you feel like a king when you're really a pawn.
Who's a king? I never
You're
said
not
I
a
was.
king. You're sitting there speaking as if men are the thing when they're not.
To what? Wait, say that one more time.
You sat there and
Let
thought
me
that
let me
men are
ask a
kings when they're
question. Let
not.
me
They're
ask you.
pawns.
Let me ask you a question. Puppet. I can't see your banner. Ban.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think? And I'm just asking, just hypothetically, do you think most white men put their whiteness first,
You damn right.
or their manhood first?
Because I feel like, bro, it
Hold on,
depends
wait.
on how
Do
you
you
raised
think
and how
that?
you
Do
grew
you
up.
think that white men put their whiteness first or their manhood first?
Yes, I feel like they use their race as a privilege, as a crutch for them to do whatever
Okay.
they
No,
want.
answer the question.
I'm answering the question. How you don't like the answer I'm giving you? What?
So you think that? So you're saying that you think white men put their whiteness first before their manhood, their whiteness, their white women, white children, white brothers, white sisters, white community will always come first before their manhood. Why do you think that, and I'm not talking about you specifically, so take yourself out of the equation. Why do you think most black men put their manhood before their blackness?
Because okay, first, like it was some brother here. It was he said it's situational. It could be the people you grew up around. It could be the people you
Okay,
see.
but
Like,
no,
because some
not
people.
situational. I'm just saying white men put their whiteness before every situation. It don't motherfucking matter. It don't matter.
Well,
If
no,
they
I'm
said,
sorry. I'm
hold
gonna
on,
tell
wait.
you when you're wrong.
If we used his
It's that
scenario where they
simple.
said that, well, 50% of men needed to
Yeah,
unalive white men. Listen, white men, the 50%, they would, the 100% of them would be the 50%,
Ma'am, I'm
and
sorry.
then
I'm
the
not killing
other.
myself over no bullshit though. I'm like over
Wait,
some childish shit
okay,
right
you
now.
gotta go.
Hold
You're
up,
too
hold
fucking
up. Yeah,
stupid.
you gotta
You gotta
go.
go. You're a fucking duck. This nigga
Go
slow.
ahead, J. He's stupid as shit. Go
Yeah.
ahead, JP.
Hello, good afternoon, you guys. One, I think you guys are kind of funny, bit offensive, but nonetheless, why do black men put gender before race? I don't think we do that as a whole and as an institution, in the way that you guys are trying to put it. I think that we feel like one, it's layers here. Like I think a lot of the things that, like, you know, the woke culture, the yoke culture, the created words and other euphemisms that deviate from what's actually going on to like black men and in general. It's like, you know, there's different cultures in the races. It's kind of like how black Americans look at West Indians and West Indians look at black Americans and Africans look at West.
Sir, you all over the place. What are you trying to say?
But I'm trying to answer the question because it's layers there.
Yeah, but no. You all over the place. You got to just answer it simple.
You said, why do they do it? It's not that simple. Like, you're looking for an answer.
Okay, you said it's layered. Just give us the first layer. What's the first layer? What is that very first baseline layer? Why do black men put their gender before race?
Okay, it's like we're saying, I'm a man. And in that, we're saying like things we're not going to do because of the emasculation. So before anything is like, I'm a man.
Okay, masculinity, is that tied to your gender or your race?
It's tied to your gender.
Okay.
But then now,
So if that's what you're talking about being prioritized, then what's being put first?
okay, what's being put first is kind of your moral compass and your
No.
scruples.
If y'all always talking about being emasculated, you don't talk shit about anti-blackness. You don't give a fuck about that. The emasculation is tied to your gender. It ain't that complex. It ain't that motherfucking layered. You just proved it.
So then, no, it also goes to the race now with this. Because white women
No,
don't
you
talk
want to
to their
throw in the
black.
race now,
No,
sir. You didn't talk about the race. You want to throw it in there now. But the
no.
reality is, yeah, it's your masculinity that you prioritize, that you put first.
And you know, furthermore, I don't think this is a topic that women can hold, since we on it that way. It's kind of like me telling you how to be a woman and you telling me how to be a man and me listening.
So now throw the whole conversation out the window because you got caught in a motherfucking lie.
No, I didn't make a lie. I just looked
No.
at what you were doing. Like, you've just
No.
been
You told a lie,
emasculating men for
sir.
about
You
20
told a
minutes.
lie.
No,
No,
before
you
about
told a
20
lie.
minutes, you guys been just shooting down every guy that came over here. And I just thought
Okay.
about it.
So
I
now you
looked
want to
up and down.
evaluate the panel because your lie didn't go over well.
No, I didn't lie. I
So
said
you
what I
want to switch
said.
over this? You want to switch over to being HR on this motherfucker?
No, I said what I said.
You over here with a checklist telling us what we doing and giving feedback like we fucking asked you because you got caught in the fucking
I
lie.
said what I said. I didn't lie. I said the exact same
And
thing.
we pointed out to you, and now you're like, no, let's
You
loop some
didn't
race
point
in with
anything
this.
out to
That
me.
ain't what
I
you
stated a
said.
fact. You didn't point anything out to me. I stated a fact, beloved. And
That's what
then
you
you
gotta
just
tell
started
yourself.
using your
Okay.
curse words and
Okay.
saying, who
All
the fuck
right.
asked
All
me?
right.
Like,
All right. All right. Ruminate that on fucking
Go
mute.
on
What's that
mute, JP.
144? You on mute 144.
Good afternoon. Why do black men put gender before race? I'll say this. Black men don't put gender before race. We live with both at the same time. Speaking on men's issues isn't abandoning black women or the black community. It's acknowledging that race and gender shape our lives differently.
That's right.
Not competitively, but in this aspect, in this conversation, in this debate, it seems to me that you want women and men to compete, but also you want black women and black men to compete. And that just creates
How
more
did you get
divide.
to that conclusion when we're just asking why do black men put their gender before their race? How did you get to that conclusion that we want black men and black women to compete?
That's flipping the
Are
topic.
we up here saying that black
I mean,
women
but
should put their gender before their race because black men do it and we need to do it better than black men because black men are doing it? Are we doing that? Did you hear anyone say
okay,
that?
so
So then
no.
we're not asking anyone to compete. We're simply asking black men to unpack why they desire putting their gender before their race. Y'all gotta stop coming up here acting like y'all the motherfucking high school principals of the panel. Just answer the question. Why do you think that?
I just answered your question.
So you can't answer the question.
Okay.
All right.
No, I just
You can wait
I
for
just told her.
wait for open panel. Go ahead, CG. CG, you on mute.
That's CG, you there?
Sorry. Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, bet. All right, so for that question, why do black men put gender before race? I believe it's because black men are taught, like, through systematic oppression that their race isn't something to be proud of. And instead, like, the white race is something to actually be proud of. So as a result, we would tend to, like, go more for the traditional masculine zeitgeist that was perpetuated by a capitalist society, of course. So in turn, we become more hostile. We have more mental health issues. We've experienced like higher rates of suicides because of the fact that we are told from the jump that we are nothing, we are irrelevant, our history doesn't matter, where we came from doesn't matter, and all that matters is what we can contribute to society, but not in a way that's like actually constructive and betters it, but to bring in more dollar signs for people that aren't in control. That's just how I see it.
CG, real quick, we have some people that are very anti-black into the comment section. They want to make sure you're a black man, right?
Yeah, so that's actually
Okay,
going to
hold
be.
on 1 second. I just want to let y'all know in the comment section, just because he speaks like he's speaking doesn't mean that he's not black. That's anti-blackness.
Oh shit.
Just because he's able to articulate himself a certain type of way with a certain type of vernacular doesn't mean he ain't no nigga. All right? Go ahead, you can finish.
Who's on this motherfucker?
Yeah. For background, actually, my voice is kind of like why I believe that, because I was taught as a child. I grew up in a predominantly white neighborhood because my family
I
fled.
ain't got to go through all that.
You ain't
Like,
gotta go
we
through
ain't
all
gotta
that,
You don't
bro.
gotta explain yourself.
Shit, no.
Okay. I do. Yeah. I
But I
normally
think that
feel
was a
like
good. No, hold on, I'm gonna land you there because that was a pretty good explanation, and you wrapped it up in a bow real nice. Go ahead,
Yeah.
go ahead, Eric.
Thank you very much, man. Hey, I want to say I think the reason why black men put their gender before race, if I put my gender before my race, then I'm also embracing being a stoic man. And if I'm being stoic, I'm being courageous. If I'm being courageous, then I'm setting boundaries. And if I'm doing that, then I'm creating an opportunity for my family to grow. I think it's different. And if I'm doing it as a black man, I'm putting my gender first. No matter what, you're going to see me as a black man, 10 toes down, supporting my family, not being emotional, setting goals, setting boundaries, exactly what I'm supposed to do.
Okay. So if you were advocating as a man, right? And
Yes, ma'am.
you had black children, you had a black
Yes, ma'am.
sons and black daughters.
Yes,
Are
ma'am.
there you would advocate for the issues of black men, right?
I would advocate for the issue of black men. Yes.
Okay. Would people be left out of your advocation?
I would have to say that, as you say that, I appreciate you saying that. I would have to make a priority, and my priority would
No,
be those.
if you had to advocate for black men
Yes, ma'am.
only, would there be people within the black community that would be left out of your advocation?
I think they would choose to be left out. Yes.
They would choose to be left out?
Yes.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Are there any issues that black men face that are there any issues actually I'm not going to ask you. I'm just going to state it because it's just a simple fact.
I appreciate you.
Every issue that black men face, black women have to face those same issues.
I
But
agree.
not every issue that black women face, black men face.
I agree.
So when you're only advocating for black men's issues, black women will always be left out.
So that's a twist in what I was saying. You asked me a particular question. Now if you're asking about will black men be left, will other men be left out? I'll say yes. If I could say, if you're asking me about will black women be left out, that's a completely different question because there's no way if I am standing up for who I am in my gender, then there's no way that black women can be left out. No way.
There's no
You
way.
don't think so?
You don't think
No
so?
way. I would tell you from my vantage point,
You don't think?
if
Hold
I'm
up.
a,
You don't think? Hold up.
yeah, I got you.
You don't think? Hold up. I just want to be clear. You
Yeah.
don't think there are any issues that black women face that black men cannot relate to?
No, I didn't say that. What I'm saying to you is if I am standing for my gender first and I'm representing as a man who is a black man and I'm stoic and I'm on it, then there's no way that I'm not going to be supporting the black woman.
No, but
I
that's the
have to support
problem,
her.
though. Hold up. Hold up.
Hmm.
That's the problem because
Okay.
if there are issues that black women are facing,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Because black women are also women, and there are
Yes.
issues that women have to deal with.
Yes, ma'am.
And if you like think to yourself like, "Well, I'm the black man," whatever, you're not gonna be able to relate to everything that black women face. That's the problem. Some stuff
Wait a
that's
minute,
gonna be
wait a minute,
missing.
but
You wouldn't
wait a
even
minute.
be able to
But,
understand it
but
because you don't
hold on a second.
experience.
Hold on. But wait a minute. What you're saying to me is that I could not sit and listen and understand and help
No,
and
but
support you in processing that.
no,
I don't have to
So
solve
no,
your
the reason
problem.
why,
no.
hold on, I wanted to say this. The
Certainly, ma'am.
reason why I said that was because you didn't even conceptualize, you didn't even catch that there would be a difference between black men's issues and black women's issues.
I
That's
did
why
catch
you
that.
went,
That
that's
wasn't
why
the
you had,
question. No, that wasn't the question.
it
I
wasn't a
did catch that.
question, but you,
No,
it wasn't, no, it wasn't a question. It was
exactly.
it was supposed to be layered. You were supposed to already know that as a man and as a black man, that there are issues that you would never be able to advocate for, and that there would be people that would be left out. You thought that there would be
Yes.
some people that would be left out by choice, i.e., probably other black men. But I was talking about black women. We weren't
Get it.
even included in your equation. We weren't even
So,
included in your analysis of you being able to represent black people because you couldn't, because you don't face things like sexism, you don't face things like misogyny, you don't have to deal with the overturning of Roe
let me
v.
make sure.
Wade,
Make sure I got this right, ma'am. I want to
reproductive
make sure I got this right,
issues.
ma'am. Wait a minute,
Uh-huh.
ma'am. Let me make sure I got this right. So you're
Hold
believing.
up. She was still talking. Hold up. Go ahead, E.
You don't have to deal with the issues that black women face. You don't, that's, and you know, that's okay. But you just have to understand that you will never be able to be an accurate representation of the black community and advocate for the black community as a whole because you don't experience all of the issues within the black community. You at the black, like, you see what I'm at the hierarchy of blackness, you are so far at the top, you can't possibly see who's dealing with what at the bottom.
Eric, you muted if you wanted to respond.
Can I say one thing too? He said that he listens to black women and the stoicism. Blah. Stoicism prevents you from listening to us. And when East was talking and you listen to black women, you cut her off. You don't listen to black women. You didn't consider your daughters. You talked about advocating for black men.
He can't find the mute button. Go ahead, Mac.
You, but I
All
found,
right.
bro,
No, let Mac go now.
you
Hold
got a
on.
knife.
Thank you. Let that process for a moment. Go ahead, Mac, so we can go ahead and open the panel up.
All right. So like, I believe that most black men used to like race before, because at the end of the day, we all together. And like how I was born in the hood, so like we would all stick together, like mama, our dad, and all type of shit. We just, at the end of the day, all we got is each other, because you know a lot of people is against us. And I feel like being black is pride, because how I see it, black people is strong. We have black queens and kings, but people don't talk about stuff like that.
What are you doing? You gotta stay still or something.
Yeah, we can't hear you with all that rustling in the back.
My bad. But I was saying, like, I think we put our race before anything. When it comes to the bottom line, we put our race before anything.
Yeah, give us some examples of how black men put their race before their agenda.
Like, if one of our people die, I think I see a lot of black males and black females supporting our people. Like, when one of the like cops kill our people and stuff, when we see something wrong.
Yeah, okay, let's focus on that. When it comes to police brutality, right?
Yeah,
Who does that impact more?
black people.
No. Among black men and women, who does that impact more?
Impact both of us.
But who does it impact more? Who's more likely to be unalived by the police? A black man?
A black male.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And because it's more likely to be a black male, right? That's a black man's issue. That's a black man's issue.
That's a black man issue.
Right.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. Is there like any protest or any movements that black men have started that would specifically and solely concentrate on the issues that black women face?
Not that I can think of.
Yeah, you can't because they don't exist.
They don't exist. They've never happened. After the civil rights movement, that was it. That you guys were pretty much done. You washed your hands of everything. You got all of the rights that white men got, and then black women were left at the wayside.
Remember the Black Million Man March?
I do agree that black men, they bad at fighting for black people, for our race in general. But that don't mean it's like.
Why do you think?
No.
Go ahead. Why do you think that is? Why do you think that black men are bad at fighting for a race?
Because people scared of the white man.
You weren't scared when you were fighting for the right to vote. You weren't scared when you were fighting for civil rights. Y'all got out there.
But
so why do you think that? Why do you think
you
that
also died to white people too? A lot of black people died to a white person for speaking up.
Right. And like you said, that you guys also march for police brutality. Why do you think you stop at that? Because during the George Floyd protest, y'all was out there.
Yes.
So why do you think that you guys stop at the issues that only affect you?
Right now, I think a lot of black people still trying to do better, but a lot of us.
You got a real one in here. Ask me them questions. I got the answers.
It's not your turn.
It's not your turn, and we're gonna turn your camera off because we don't need any distractions from the conversation. Go ahead, Meech.
So I think a lot of black people just need to. For me personally, when I speak up for like both sides. Or like I said, I grew up in a black household. I got sisters. I'm the older brother. And
okay, what kind of issues do you speak up for your sisters? What kind of issues are they facing that you know of?
My sister faced insecurity about herself, which I tell her, like, being black is a good thing. Even though a lot of people see black
No,
women
let me
So
read.
as
what
Let me
issues
read
did she face as a woman
that you
that you
don't
support?
face. Yeah, that you support.
what she faced as a woman that I don't face,
Right.
Yeah, that you support.
getting sexualized.
Hmm.
How do you do that?
Cause just because she a woman, she gets sexualized more than a man.
Okay, and how do you support her with that?
About tell her wearing the right clothes out the house.
Right.
So hold up. So she gets sexualized, which would be a sign of oppression, and you tell her put some clothes on, put on a burqa.
No, I talk to her. I tell her that the right thing to do is to wear right clothes.
Okay. So if she wore the right clothes, if she walked around and put a with a blanket on, and she still got sexualized, then what?
Then call the police, put them people in jail.
Okay. So then you would realize that it would actually be the people that's sexualizing her, right? It wouldn't be her. It wouldn't matter what she wore. She would, because she's a woman, she would still be sexualized.
Yeah, at the end of the day,
And
I never
then
trust a man. Just because I'm a man, I don't trust other men either.
Hold on. When it comes to police brutality, do you think a good measure for black men is to be polite and watch what you say when the police are harassing them?
I feel like if they feel like they're in the right, they have the right to speak.
So if they're in the right, speak up. Even though they being harassed, shouldn't they put their head down and soften their voice so they don't threaten that
Through
man?
history, like Rosa Parks, she didn't put her head down when people told her to go to the back.
Okay, but your sister who's been sexualized, you need to put some clothes on though.
Yeah, that just try to stop things from happening or trying to
You
prevent
don't, you
things.
don't. Okay, so you put your head down and soften your voice and don't make that man feel threatened. Just sit down on the curb, put your hands behind your back, make him feel safe. Wouldn't that be the same thing?
They didn't make us feel safe.
Okay, so you don't see the contradiction with telling your sister, well, you need to dress a certain way because of what they doing?
A man is different. A man and the police, they both don't care.
So men are different.
No, a man and both police don't care about
So,
nothing.
but you support her though. You would never say that to a black man. You need to speak up for yourself, right? Have some pride or whatever. But for her, no, not at all. But you still claim you
There's a
support
lot
her.
of black men that got to dress appropriately too. A black man can't just wear like no shirt
Are y'all
outside.
being sexualized? Hold up, y'all being sexualized now?
No, you get looked at
Okay, so why would you insert that in there?
because if a black man don't wear no
No,
shirt,
no, no.
wear no
It's
shirt in
not
the
the
public,
same
what they gonna
thing.
think he is? A homeless person, a gangster? Like what?
did that
So you over
stop?
there sitting down?
Did that stop the
You
black
sitting in the
men
quarter zip? You over there in the quarter zip?
drinking matcha?
Problem right
Did
here.
that?
Y'all
Hold on.
tearing
Hold
that
up,
black
sir.
man
Hold up,
down.
thick
Why
neck.
y'all
Hold up,
tearing him
thick neck.
down?
We're gonna get to you in a second. You sitting over there in the quarter zip, sir?
I wear like a suit and ties on certain days.
Oh, you subscribe to respectability politics.
Let me ask you a question. When black men in the 50s used to walk around with the three-piece suits on and they alligator betas, little top hat with the feather on the side, did that stop them from getting lynched?
No, but like I told you, we came for greatness. Even though when people try to stop
No,
us, we still
like let's
overcome
let's
it.
not do
We
that.
still
Let's
do
not
what
do
we
that.
do.
Let's not do that. It didn't stop black men when most black men were walking around in the 50s with the suits and ties on
Who hurt
with their.
y'all? Y'all sound real hurt. Yeah.
We're just trying to have a conversation, sir.
Why your neck so
Hearing
fucking
this man.
thick? No.
We're not trying to tear him down. We're trying to get him to think larger. So anyway, Meech, if it didn't work for black men that were wearing suit and ties to stop white men from locking them up and lynching them and strange fruiting them, it wouldn't work for black women that wore a dress down to their ankles and knees. It wouldn't work because it would still happen. The problem isn't that the black men were wearing suits and ties. in the 50s. The problem was the white men. And then the problem isn't what your sister is wearing, it's the other men. That's why when I said even if she was walking around with a blanket on and they were still harassing her, she still got sexualized, you said call the police on them, because you then determined that she had did everything that she could possibly do. She's no longer the problem. The problem still exists. They are the problem. So
Excuse me.
therefore, so to bring this full circle, you said that you think that black men do stand up do put their race before their gender. It doesn't show, because you can't even conceptualize the differences between you can't even conceptualize how black men and black women are treated, and how black men, as long as even when they're doing everything right, they still get to be the victim. But when it comes to your own flesh and blood sister, she still doesn't get to be the victim.
I told you she the victim when she called the police. Cause she did everything in her power to do, like a man do everything in his power to see if it's to give respect to others. But as soon as someone disrespects someone, just same way as someone disrespects you, you would be disrespectful back, right? East. If someone disrespects you, will you be disrespectful back?
I don't understand the line of questioning.
So as a black woman, if some white girl come up and say she don't like your hair, is it fake hair and all that type of stuff, you wasn't gonna say nothing back to her?
Why are you asking me that?
I'm just asking, like,
She
as
said
her person.
though? Can you address what she said though about the difference?
I just said, like,
No, you didn't. You're moving it. She talked about the difference with the man and the cops, and then what you're saying to the sister about what she wears. Do you get what she's saying?
so clothes.
Hold up real quick. Let Thick Neck go, cause like no, we got open the fucking pan.
Yeah.
Go ahead, all day.
Yeah, I triggered you, didn't I? Hey, how y'all doing? I appreciate y'all educating guys or whatnot. But there, like, there's just a good way to do it, and then there's the wrong way to do it. Like,
You from HR?
yeah, and you ain't signed up for your 401k yet. We need that money.
You need to utilize your health benefits. Why the fuck your neck look like that? You can't fit a necklace, nigga. You want to talk about this pump or no?
Oops, my finger slipped.
Hey, Lynn.
Why thick neck men always act the same?
Mm.
I'm saying I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you.
Faina. What you want to say about the prompt?
I just wanted to say that black women is the most powerful beings on the earth. And when y'all take y'all energy and y'all power back, you're manifesting someone else's reality. The same way you're trying to point out to this young man.
Don't have nothing to do with the prompt.
Yeah, it don't.
Right. Okay. Well.
Faina.
You had so much to say when you was interrupted, Meech. Why don't you talk on the prompt? You had a lot to say. You turned your camera on. You said, why don't you ask me the questions? Remember that? Now you all meek mouthed. Answer the question. Why do you think black men put their gender before race?
Before race, right. I get it. Okay. So I would say it's the bad programming. The same reason that people will separate themselves from each other for a sports team or a religion or anything else. We got all of these barriers that separate us. I was kind of trying to avoid the prompt because it's putting it in a box, just like everything else. It's putting the line of
What
questioning.
What kind of programming are black men getting that makes them want to separate themselves?
I mean, the same bad programming we all get, but specifically we're talking about the black man, so I'm going to stay on topic. All right. So there's been different bad programming that we had throughout time.
What kind of programming?
There was bad programming in the 50s. There was different type of bad programming in the 60s. Jerry Springer in the 90s.
What's the program?
What time period do y'all want to talk about? Because I hear y'all going through different times. We talking.
Any pick one. It's up to you.
I mean, let's talk about right now, because right now I see a whole lot of black men trying to step up and be black men more so than any other time in
What does
history.
that look like? What does that look
What
like?
does that? What does that look like? It looks like me.
Ew.
You're not fucking
You're not
saying
really
nothing.
saying anything. You were all
I mean,
hype and big and bad just a minute
you
ago
sound
with your
like you got a
headset on.
turkey.
You
You
both
sound
get
like you got a
fucking
half a
message to
turkey.
ask you the question. Now we asked the question
Y'all,
before even on fucking heavy. Nigga, answer the fucking question.
I can't.
Yeah,
The
like Queen
insecurities is all in the
said.
way.
Like Queen said,
You can't.
answer it specifically.
I did. I specifically did answer the question. But then y'all just want to cut me off and try and lower my vibration because you lower vibration. But I'm not doing that with you.
No, your neck vibrating, nigga. You ain't saying a motherfucking thing.
You
This
sound like
shit
you got
so
half a.
I'm
crazy.
told. Ribbit,
Them,
ribbit.
them lungs vibrating because they need to work harder. Get overnight.
That
Hell
shit is
yeah.
crazy. You came up here like Billy Badass talking about, so ask me the question. Now you mad because we asking you the questions?
Toaster's got a new
I'm just.
snack out. All that shit. Came up here. You thought you was him.
He did. Now you over here breathing heavy on the motherfucking mic. Gross.
You got nothing to
Okay.
say.
This nigga
No,
up
no,
here.
I do. But you just gonna
Hold
cut
on.
me
Go
off. Y'all
ahead,
not
Lynn.
interested.
Hold on.
Y'all not
Catch your
interested in
breath.
nothing I
All
Catch
got to
your
right.
say.
breath. Go
Cut your
ahead,
breath.
Lynn.
Take a time out.
Who he do need to get his bread. Why do black men put gender before race? Um, because the programming that he was talking about is anti-blackness, and I feel like black men picked up the programming of anti-blackness and picked up like overly picked up the programming of misogyny and patriarchy. And I feel like black men don't understand that you will never be a man to society because society dehumanizes you based on, anti-blackness. So all he ran. So with that said, and
No,
if
he
in
didn't run.
oh you dropped him?
No, I'm saying he rolled away in that chair, but go ahead.
If black men understood that like society will never see you as a man, as a human, but they see your blackness, you would understand that fighting for your masculinity is stupid, one, right? And being over masculine is stupid because trying to prove that to people who don't see your humanity in the first place is like null and void. Like, it's not null, but it's stupid. Like, trying to prove your humanity to people who don't see it is backward. Um, but they don't see that. They don't care. They're gonna keep trying to fight to show society that they're the men that they want to be, maybe. But yeah, I wouldn't do it because I don't give a fuck about society. You know.
Yeah. They stuck. What's up, Zay?
Hey Tara, how you doing?
Good. What's going on?
Doing all right. I'm managing. I'm supposed to be on a break, but I wanted to address the guy that was up here earlier, but it seems he
You can address the point he made.
yeah. Say again.
You can still address the point that he made.
Yeah. No, his points were stupid anyway. But in regards to the prompt itself, why do black men put gender before race? While I do agree with what Kaleem was saying, no, call me, excuse me, what call me was saying. I think programming, and that's what made me come up initially, right? I think programming is the wrong word to use here. I think at this point, it is a sufficient system. It is a very efficient system that has gone on for centuries now at this point. I think in regards to um, the programming aspect, I think in reality, the first few generations that established it, yeah, sure, we can say that they were taught, right? They were taught to hate. They were taught to see themselves as superior. They were taught to view other people as less than. But as we progressed as a society, as men progressed as a society in general, they started inflicting those laws based off of those beliefs, based off of said programming. So at that point, it became a efficient system, right? That self-sustains on its own based off of how people view themselves, right? In regards to everything else Call Me said, yeah, I absolutely agree. The whole point of someone being masculine, there are many things that can make people masculine, but one of the most prominent things that's universal should be leadership. Both men and women can be leaders, can be good leaders, in fact. But unfortunately, history has shown that leadership has been misconstrued heavily when it comes to comparing said leadership to known dictators that have ruled by fear, right? Or have ruled with an iron fist. And so now we have a whole bunch of men that see that as masculinity and they want to inflict that on other people. Unfortunately, we have a lot of young black men in our community, right, that have received a taste of said power that white men have possessed over white women, and that greed took over. So now they want to inflict it on other people. They want to inflict it on black women. And it's highly unfortunate to see, right? In regards to masculinity itself, again, like I said, anybody can be a good leader. A good leader takes patience. A good leader is someone who is strong enough to be gentle, to have compassion, and, you know, be able to step back and know when to step in as well, right? But unfortunately, from a patriarchal standpoint, that leadership, as well as masculinity as a whole, masculinity will demand respect instead of earning it. And that's something that I believe a lot of people forget, especially when it comes to addressing other human beings. The way that men like to address women as female now, there's no ounce of respect when you're referring to another human being. I will never understand how people use that term for other women. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy to me, right? But the same thing applies right there. There's no respect from the very beginning, and then men are sitting here dumbfounded and wonder why they're not getting respect as a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, respect is reciprocal. Like, they have to come both ways first. You know what I'm saying? Before you can earn anything. That includes respect. That includes submission, which a lot of men don't want to work for or earn themselves either. Because again, they're going by the patriarchy. And unfortunately, it's bad to see it's continuing to happen in our younger generations. We got young boys out here that are looking up to red pill podcast hosts and YouTubers, and the shit that they're taking in is now harming the young girls around them to the point where they're out here unaliving each other. It's not okay whatsoever. It's something that's
Can I ask
seriously.
you? Oh, I thought you were done.
No, you're good. You're good. I was just honestly landing it there. I was literally landing it right there. But go ahead.
Can I ask you something?
What's up?
Did you go to school like second, like um formal education?
Yes, yeah, I went to school. Graduated from North Carolina A&T State University with my bachelor's in IT.
Interesting. I think there's something there. I'm not gonna say. I think there's something there. It tends that to be more educated men understand, like they understand it better. I'm not saying that they're not going to perpetuate misogyny, because I feel like you all perpetuate misogyny. I just think that y'all have a better grasp on these conversations than the other men in our community. And since the vast majority of our community is not educated, we have a hard time having these conversations with Black men. But Black men want to have conversations with us because we're Black women. So naturally, they're going to say, "Oh, look at these Black women. I'm on the same page as them. They should allow me to come up here and have these conversations." Yet it gets frustrated because they don't have the range to have the conversation.
Yeah,
So
I think in regards to that, it like I said, it comes down to, whether somebody is able to regulate their emotions from the get-go and understand where somebody else is coming from, right? The listening part, the compassion part, to sit and think before you say something, as well as to put yourself in someone else's shoes. You know?
Why'd you let that motherfucker up here? Why you let that motherfucker up here?
yeah, and this man keeps talking about stoicism. Like, no.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, y'all. It's been
Emotional regulation is not stoicism, sir. It is not like, please. Like, they're not synonymous.
Yeah, I don't know what the correlation is,
You
but
learn the
from the
buzzword
study.
and you wearing that motherfucker out. Talking about some stoicism. Like,
But
please.
honestly, if we're being completely honest with ourselves, I think all human beings in general should have a balance of both logical and emotional intelligence, right? It should not be this patriarchal standard of gender roles and always anticipating that women are more feminine and they're more emotional and stuff like that, or men should be using logic all the time and not bring emotion into it at all, or use your feelings. There, two things can be right at the same time, but also it's way much more complicated than that, right? We understand that there are people out here now, even single women, right, single mothers, right, that own their own households. They have to make hard choices all the time, right? They have to sacrifice things to keep the lights on, to keep a roof over their head, the same way that men do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I think in regards to, you know, the whole thing with the stoicism is just dumb as shit. Oh my god, like it's
Yeah,
so much.
even I
It's
was
so
pointing
much
out the
more than that.
contradiction. It's ironic when they say like the whole men are logical, women are emotional in the first place, and I was explaining how like we be pointing out the systematic issues and pattern recognition is a part of logical thinking. And yet they'll come up in an very emotional position and be like, "Well, you being emotional." It's just it's ironic because the statement itself is not logical at all.
No, no, you're absolutely right. I'm gonna give you another example. I'm gonna give you a perfect example of men using emotional intelligence, but they don't even realize it because it's also masked by something else, right? And I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. When a man literally says washing his ass is gay, that is not only you using your feelings to dictate how you should be taking care of yourself, but that's not acknowledged enough because it's already straight up homophobia, if that makes sense, right?
I mean, it's illogical to be walking around with shit in your ass, but
No,
men be
no,
walking
right.
around
That's
with
what I mean.
crispy asses all
It's
the time.
it's completely illogical for people to have that assumption, right? I know y'all have heard endless niggas talk about some, oh, I just let the water run down the crack of my ass and that I'm good, right? But then they don't they never want to acknowledge that they still got skid marks in their drawers. They never want to acknowledge that they got a whole bunch of problems down there because they're not taking care of themselves like they should be. They don't have logical intelligence anymore. They're using their undermining homophobia to also inflict emotional intelligence, use their feelings on the matter. Oh, I don't want to do
Yeah,
this
but we
because
not
yada
falling
yada
for
yada.
it. We not falling for it because you got men walking around streaks and ass, and they still got a grinder account. So like, we not falling for it.
Hey, but I'm gonna leave it there. But I
All
thank you for
right.
letting me up and speaking on it. Appreciate you.
Go ahead, Lucky. And just so y'all know, so everybody else not just sitting there. If y'all already been introduced, y'all can like end of the conversation. Go ahead, Lucky.
Um, why do black men put gender before race? Um, I don't think anything is guaranteed to be all one way or another, but I do think most men across the board, not just black men, I mean, um, I do think it's a more logical way of being. I will say that. I mean, just even with the young lady was just on here earlier, she said, I don't care about the society. I mean, men care about community, care about the family, things of that.
That's not what she was saying. That's not what she was
It's
saying.
out her mouth. I'm not saying what she meant. I'm just going off what she said. I'm not.
I'm saying
Well, you
it's
can't
weird that
do
she.
that if you
I'm
interpret what I'm saying incorrectly.
Can I?
You you using my point to make your point, and you're interpreting my point
I'm trying to
incorrectly.
explain it. Okay. All
No,
right.
no,
So,
you
so
can't
you got to be
explain my
respectful.
point.
You got to be at one point.
Don't
Somebody.
quote me incorrectly.
No, you said you said yourself. I wrote it down. Don't care about society.
And
You said.
what did I mean by that, sir?
Listen,
Tell
I can
me
only
tell
go
me what
off.
I mean
Hold
by
on.
that.
So now you want me to
He
define
didn't
your
write down. He
definition.
didn't write down what you
Yeah,
said
yeah, yeah. I
again.
want you to tell me how
Listen,
what I meant by
I can
that.
only go for your words. And I
Tell
know
me
what the
what I
definition.
meant by that.
I can only okay. So I'm just gonna say I'm not trying to overtalk you, but for some reason you're trying to overtalk me. I think everybody should
Yeah,
be
I
heard.
am because you won't be quiet to answer my question. I'm asking you a
Oh, so
question.
I wasn't talking,
Tell
ma'am.
me
I
what
wasn't
I
talking.
meant by that.
So this is the problem with our community. This is why the men we know once another
Sir, I
man
don't.
stepped over. So you want to
Sir,
y'all want to dialogue or here?
sir, I'm asking you a direct question and I
It
will
is
not stop.
dialogue. You answering the question would be
I'm
dialogue.
being as nice as I can be right now. What
It
I'm
doesn't
saying
matter. I don't
is,
care. I do not care. I
I know
don't
you
know
don't. This
you.
is
I
what's
don't
the
care
problem.
about
Is we're
you.
back to it.
I don't give a
She don't
shit
care
what the
about
problem
society. She
is.
don't care.
Sir,
That's what I'm
sir,
saying. We are trying to.
Hold
you
on,
see how I do
Lucky,
that there?
Lucky, you gotta calm down. You gotta
Yeah,
calm
y'all
down. You
need to be
can't sit up here
cool.
and say that we don't want to have a dialogue while you screaming, yelling, hollering. You're misrepresenting what she meant. Could you just explain how you interpret it and go off of your own point instead of trying to go off of hers?
Ma'am, I can only go off of what she said, ma'am. I'm just trying to, because right now
How
I can
can
say
you go
anecdotally
after,
about
how
something.
can you go off of what I
Can I
said
talk, man?
when
Ma'am,
how
can
can
I
you
talk?
go after
Why are you so nasty?
how can you go
Why are
off
you
of
so
what I
nasty?
said if you
I'm not nasty.
misrepresenting what I said?
How can we not be so nasty? Can we just have a conversation? Is that possible?
No.
No,
Now fuck no. Because you
See?
throwing
She's
out
nasty.
you
Nasty
throwing out
women.
insults when
Nasty. Why
I
are
ask
you
you a
nasty?
direct question.
You're very nasty.
I don't
And
give a
I think
why?
shit.
that
Fuck you. And you a bitch.
See?
You a
Again.
bitch.
And
if
these are the women
So
if
that
you're
men
trying
don't
to
nobody
listen,
give a fuck.
hold
Don't
on,
nobody want your old ass, you
hold on,
old bitch.
hold on, Lynn, sir. If you want to leave, just leave. You don't have to do the weird crash out thing and see this is why black blah 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 blah. Just leave. If you're getting nervous because you can't answer the question and you don't know or you don't know how to answer the question, then kick fucking rocks. There's more that we don't need you here. Okay? Or answer the fucking question.
Well, you know what? I'll play along. What is her question?
What's your interpretation of what she said?
Interpretation was what she said. That is my interpretation.
All right, restate in your own words.
Don't care about society, and also she stated just now that she don't care nothing about anything. That's what she said. And then, might I add, I can say anecdotally different situations, but we can only go off of all of us something about. And so I can say
Okay. So
anecdotally,
how
this
about let's
woman,
do this. Let's do
that we
this.
going off of, we
Let's
just,
do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Actually, what I said was to sum it up, right? Because too much dip for your chip, obviously. Black men feed into respectability politics when they put their gender before their race. And what I was saying is, I wouldn't care about what society thought of me as far as whether or not I fit into the roles of masculinity that white supremacy laid out for me
what's
as a
supremacy
black
now?
man if
What's
I was
white
a black
supremacy now?
man
What's
because
supremacy?
I don't feed
What's
into that
craziness?
as a black
What's
woman.
craziness?
I
Now
mean,
you gonna
that's
blame
what
it on
I
white
said.
man.
Hold
You start
on.
blaming white man for what you said.
They did what did you get from what I said?
Yeah, so I briefly left, but I didn't get exactly what you said. Could you repeat it for me, just so
When
I?
I first spoke and you came up and you were like, "Oh, I agree with what she said." What did you get from what I said when
Oh
I
yeah,
spoke about?
yeah, because we were absolutely addressing the patriarchy itself, and we were talking about clarifying on the programming that was initially called, and I corrected it to say I think it's more so an efficient system in regards to what we're seeing happen and allow to happen to women specifically, and why a lot of men are still able to prosper over the concept of seeking or maintaining masculinity in this structure of men
Right.
in control.
I
That's what
remember
we were
that,
talking
but did you hear what I just said right now in the explanation of about like respectability politics and how black men pay into it when they choose their gender over their race because black men, society doesn't see black men as human beings. So in doing that, you are, kind of aiding in white supremacy because they don't see you as a human regardless.
Oh yes, absolutely. Because when it comes to black men, certain specific black men
Man, shut up.
that want that's a child. You might want to drop them. Um, but yeah, when it comes to specific black men that want a seat at the table with obvious racist white men, mind you, these said white men would destroy that same table if it meant they would end up being outnumbered by black men. Those black men that want that seat at the table, unfortunately, will resort to the same patriarchal standards that white men already push onto their white women, right? And so you have a lot of black men that choose their gender over their race, as in they will participate in the patriarchy and the misogyny towards black women and be misogynoir, and stuff like that. That I completely understood. So what is he not understanding? What's the
What are you
confusion
not
there?
understanding, sir?
So, okay, it's my turn to talk. I'm just wondering. Okay, no problem. So this man has said that a man, hold on, just make sure we're on page. Their gender. So you're saying that the man is choosing his gender because he's choosing his gender because of a white man patriarchy. That's what you're stating in a whole gender type of thing, right? That's the plan. That's what you're saying, sir.
It's too much dick for his chick,
Sir.
honestly.
Yeah,
He's
so hold
always
on.
wrong.
He try to. Yeah, I'm gonna just summarize so we can move the fuck along. He just heard I don't care what society and he missed all the context to it. That's the problem. He wrote that down with no understanding. You ain't put no cliff notes over there or nothing.
That's
You focused on that because you thought that was a guy. Hold up. Hold up.
Okay.
You thought it was a gotcha, sir. You thought it was a gotcha.
Gotcha. It's a truth.
And
I'm
you
always
came up
going
here
off.
with your little notepad and you like, well, she said she don't care about society. And even though she tried to clarify, you don't care about none of that because you like, I'm gonna win this one. Context don't even matter to you. And yeah, it is a thing where you prioritize your gender over race. Because I'm pretty sure the reason why you want to challenge her because she is a woman. Let's be for real.
Weak, ma'am. That is weak. Women are just the same as men. So if that's the case, if you think that I'm just challenging her because she's a woman, that is weak on your side, ma'am.
Why didn't you challenge him?
No, I'm
Wait,
asking.
hold on, because I'm speaking, and now you're coming off mute. Because hold on, wait, because I'm a woman, you're coming off mute. You didn't do that to the man. Hold on, shut up, chill. You got all of this heat for me, and you didn't have anything for. Shut up, listen.
Very disrespectful, man.
Hey, I'm very disrespectful. I'm more masculine than you. Anyway, listen. Why didn't you challenge him? Ask yourself that.
I
Weak.
just tried to. They cut me off, ma'am. I asked that man a specific question. She cut me off, ma'am. That's a lie,
The question was nonsensical, but
ma'am.
go
What was
ahead.
your
let's.
question?
Wow.
Do
Man.
What was
you
your
guys want
question?
to move
I'm trying to be
on?
very respectful.
Yeah, that's all I was trying to
Well,
summarize
Trying to be
yeah.
that.
respectful as I
Ask,
can, ma'am.
ask the question again. Go
What was your
ahead.
I
question?
gotta ask the question again.
What was your question? If it was
Sir.
meant for me and you're
Okay,
upset
yes,
because we're
sir.
keeping
Yes,
you
sir.
up,
The
what was
question
your
was for
question?
you because for some reason they think I just ask women questions for some reason. But for some reason, all right. Your question is this, sir. Do you think black men we'll say even at this point, just make it even. Make it nice. Do you think men are asking women these questions because they are women or just because of patriarchy?
Asking what questions?
Just asking them questions because the young lady earlier said I was asking her questions and I was going back and forth with what she said. She said it was because of patriarchy. Well, you said that. No, forgive me. You said that. You said that men. Hold on. Let me write this down. Hold on. Just make sure.
No,
Let me
no.
write this down. It's crazy.
Huh?
Yeah, no. You don't have the range to have this conversation, sir.
Wait,
And
wait,
I'm
wait.
sorry to break
Let's
it
take him back.
to I dropped him. We're not doing that. I'm sorry to break it to you, sir, but your gender doesn't make you qualified to have these conversations with us when the question is like you're reframing pocket. people's statements. You're putting it back out there incorrectly because nobody said that. You keep you keep misinterpreting people, and I don't think it's on purpose. I think that you just don't lack you lack the range to have this conversation. You keep misinterpreting what people are saying because you don't understand what we're actually saying. You're not qualified. I'm sorry, and we're not
But
making the conversation smart smart enough for a fifth grader.
but in the moment, instead of him trying to conceptualize what was being said, him saying, "Let me write that down," was fucking insane. That's what I'm saying. Like, you ain't gonna get nowhere with that. And the reality is that there's a reason why the interaction with Zay was very cordial, and like when you spoke up and Summer spoke up, he wanted to get real combative. It is what it is.
Yeah. So one, yeah, that is a valid point because he definitely did not interrupt me once. That is a valid point. In regards to his question, yeah, it didn't make sense to me because when it comes to white women specifically, if we address white women and how they handle the patriarchy, what do we see them do all the time? They marry the white men so they can get into their positions of power, right? So they can have their seat at the table, right? We see that consistently. If they're not married, then obviously they're going to come out with the questions of, oh, what did you do to get to this position? But it's not the same for black women. When black women get into high seats of power or they have a seat at the table, they receive all types of questions, right? Are you even qualified? Are you sleeping your way to the top? Type shit, right? Black women always get those notions, but it's never white women because white women conform to the patriarchy that their white men created, right? So when it comes to him asking me that question, it didn't make sense. It respectfully, it didn't make sense. But yeah, I personally don't think you're mentally capable.
We could be disrespectful. He was dumb as shit. Fuck him. He wasn't saying nothing. He tried to be argumentative. Like, y'all want to come up here and pretend like y'all want to have dialogue. And the reality is you just want to argue with women. That's all it is. You wrote that shit in your fucking notebook. Like, I got this one. You said, and when it was clarified, you ain't give a fuck. That's all it came down to. Who's this up here? What's up, Buck?
Hey, what up, though?
What's up?
I was sitting here just listening to y'all drop the hammer down on people and shit.
All right, let's see how it go for you. What you think about the prompt?
You funny. To be honest with you, I don't think you can separate the two as a black man. Because, for one, you can't change your gender. And two, you can't change your status as a black man. And every woman that's on this panel that have a son should know that
No, don't do that shit. No, don't do
I
that
said
shit.
by the age of 12.
No. Let me tell you why you don't want to do that, right? Don't say the black women have sons. Talk about the black men with daughters. We talk. Hold up.
I'm not talking down on black men.
No. We talking about black men, not men black. So talk about the
I'm talking about black
men.
men. I'm talking about black men. If I can finish my statement, you'll hear what I have to say. What I was getting at, what I was saying, as black women, you should know that if you have a son that step out your house, depending on his size, his body making his size, if he over 5 feet tall, he's looked at as a grown man at 12 years old. Whether he going to Johnny's around the corner or going to Walmart or walking into the neighborhood. You follow what I'm saying?
It's the same thing with our 8-year-old daughters. All right, keep going.
I mean, it's the same thing. Well,
Yeah.
Can I share this question with you? Oh, well, it's because you just said it's the same thing for your 8-year-old daughters. I spoke to a young lady, 2 different women, this was probably about 7 years ago, and I spoke to a young lady about a month ago. I actually did a live on this situation because these are 2 different
make
women,
the point.
2
Just
different
make the
women, 2
point,
different
sir.
age groups.
Sir, if the point makes sense, you ain't got to give all the back information.
No, I'm saying there's
Just
2
make the
different,
point.
2
Just
different
make
women,
the point.
2 different time period. The point that I was saying is
This woman said that these two black women
Oh my God.
stated that they were, if they ever got pregnant, because they didn't have any kids, if they ever got pregnant, and if she had a son, she would unalive it due to the fact of fear of the streets and being killed by the police. So going back to this question, why do black men put gender before race? Of course, you're gonna put your gender before your race, is because you're a man. If you're a woman, you're gonna put
Yeah, that's
you
a
a woman
horrible. That was
first.
a horrible question you wanted to
Okay.
share with me,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Wait. Let me respond to this. Okay. So, firstly, you addressed a young black boy that's above the height of 5 feet, automatically seen as a grown man. What you are referring to is the adultification of black children. That is something that is most prominent with black children and most other, black and brown children in this country. They don't do that type of stuff with white children. They don't do
Well,
that.
I agree. Yeah, that's what I'm saying is what I'm saying is
You don't know that.
what you
Neither
mean
of
you
you
don't
know
know
that.
that?
Neither one of
Gaslight.
you know that. No, it's they don't know
So,
this. He
so,
just
No,
said
so,
white
so,
women
No,
conform, and
hold on,
then
hold on, hold on, hold on,
he
hold on.
literally
Oh,
just
wait, wait,
said
wait,
white women
wait, wait, wait,
conform,
wait,
and then
wait,
you
wait, wait.
look and feminism exists. Okay, he just said
No,
shit.
hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
So wait, okay.
What black children are adultified. White children, especially white men, are infantilized. This is why a 25-year-old white man can grape a woman and still be considered a kid and get it off on probation. We've seen that happen time and time again. This is why 18, 19, 20-year-old white boys can commit crimes and get off with a slap on the wrist because they're still seen as children. That's not the same. This, and
same
especially
thing
when
for
it
white
comes to
women.
the same thing for white women. White women can go and have all of the sexual encounters that they want during college and be looked at as just young and dumb and still be able to not have uh, 304 labeled on her and go on to marry. This is not the same thing for young black girls. This is not the same thing for young black boys. So don't say that that happens in other races. Black children are the only children in the world that are adultified at extremely young ages.
That's
I
But the
really
problem is
interesting.
he wanted to focus on the sun.
so
Hold up. You wanted to focus on the sun because again, you put it like you don't see women. You don't see young girls.
Oh
And
so
when
no,
I
no,
made
oh
that
no,
point,
swear, no, swear. I got a
hold up.
twin
When I made
sister.
that point, you
I
wanted to
wasn't
go
done.
on to this fucking story about these two black women, but you only told the story about one black woman, and that shit was made up. Like that's what I'm saying.
No,
You wasn't
that's the
saying
honest to
shit.
God truth.
So,
Okay, wait. Okay, wait. So, well, yeah, East, those are some good examples. I was going to mention the fact that we have witnessed time and time again how our black youth is continuously facing police brutality far more than what white teenagers are facing today.
Right. Tamir
When
Rice, Trayvon Martin. We've seen real life examples.
exactly, right? And while those are happening to us, are happening to our young black boys, happening to our young black girls, you also have to look at the fact that when it comes to specific SMEX crimes against children, they do not specify when something is statutory. When a white man in his mid 30s is having a quote quote relationship with a high school girl, right? They don't specify at all in the media when that is statutory because that's acknowledging that someone is underage, but they don't do that for white people. They don't do that for white people whatsoever, but they won't hesitate to do it to black folks. They won't hesitate to do that to young black boys that
What
were
haven't they
falsely
hesitated
accused
to do to
that
black
were
folks?
falsely accused of the stuff that they didn't do at all. Look at the Central Park Five, for example. 5 young boys, all under the age of 18, that were coerced into confessing to a crime they did not commit and then had to serve time for something they didn't do. That is one, adultification. Two, just systemic racism all around that contributes to mass incarceration that has been happening to children for so many years. Emmett Till, prime example, right? So I think in regards to you mentioning that has, I don't think that has to do with this subject here, right? When we're talking about
No,
why do black men put gender
I,
before
I,
race,
I was saying
Yeah.
that you really can't separate the two. Black,
But you can.
you can't. You well, help me understand, because right now I I'm a firm believer that you
Because
can't
even
separate the
though
two.
you can
I can't
separate the
take my
two,
black
because
skin off.
hold on, you're right. You can't take your black skin off. Your black skin doesn't give you any privileges, but the fact that you are a man does. The fact that you are able to walk into a room with white men and be called and have them be like, "Hey, brother," and they're giving you that respect. That's something that is never going to be afforded to black women. Again, I believe it was Zay that gave the example of black women being extremely competent and succeeding in their careers and being questioned if they are competent, if they have the experience, if they have the education, if they have the intellect, or if they fuck their way to the top. That's something that you would never.
To me,
Hold on. That is something that most black men that succeed in their careers will never have to face if they suck some man's dick to get to the top. That's not a thing for black men. So yes, you can separate the two. Your blackness does not afford you any privilege whatsoever, but your manhood does.
So just so we're clear, while once again East does make a valid point, I think it's important that we acknowledge what intersectionality truly is. And intersectionality is basically recognizing the different demographics within one individual group, right? So again, there are black people. We are as unison. There is no separating us as black people, but black women are still women. Black men are still men.
exactly. You can't separate the two.
Hold on. But again, it goes further than that. It goes far further than that, right?
Oh, well, I agree.
There are straight black people. There are queer black people, right? And every single one of these demographics, whether you're straight, whether you're a man, whether you're a woman, whether you're queer, they all go through and experience their individual experiences based off of what they are being marginalized as a group in general.
That's just
That
like
is
saying you can't wear this size 13.
What the fuck are you
Even when
about?
you look at those
You're interrupting
demographics,
his.
Meaning that you can't walk in
hold
another
up,
person's
sir.
shoes.
Hold on,
Hold
Whether
up,
you
sir. Hold up. Damn. Even if we look at the issues with the queer community, you actually can, like, if you look at the things that they're being criticized for, it still go back to misogyny, like literally. So
Hey.
like that's the core. Hold up, sir. Because the point I wanted to focus about, you wanted to talk about the black boys, the sons. And when I try to insert the girls, you like yeah, kept it moving. The thing is, you don't see it. That's the problem. Yeah, we understand, like, the notification impacts everyone, all of us. But the problem is you only see the boys. Because you do no. You prioritize your gender first. That's why you said it like that. And you thought that little bullshit story. You thought that bullshit story was gonna be heartfelt and pour some strings. It did not.
That was the
It did not. No. Calm
That was
down.
the
Hold
honest
up,
to God
nigga.
truth.
Why you interrupted me? You interrupted that man when he was talking. Shut the fuck up. I'm talking.
Well, damn, you're rude.
You ain't said a motherfucking thing. You like, oh, I agree. I'll suck your dick. Shut the fuck up. I'm talking. When you gave your examples, that's the problem. And then I'm pretty sure when she said she would unalive her son, there's a lot more context there because we know the talking point. You don't give a fuck. And you did censor boys and act like it was something that didn't impact girls. So we can move away from that. Because clearly you arguing back and you're not trying to understand it. And you're not trying to see it. So fuck you.
Oh.
What's up, Gaslight?
Oh, dang, I wanted to ask him a question, Tara.
Man.
You know, we can move on. Gaslight, don't start that shit up here.
Man, look,
We
I'm
having
just
a
here
real
to tell the truth.
conversation.
I'm just here to tell the truth. And I think y'all all agree. Ain't no advantages to the race, but there are advantages to being a man. Why wouldn't you put that first? Any impact you're gonna make is where you're strong at. So if I'm strong in this place, then that's what I'm gonna focus on. It would be nonsense for me to put race before being a man when I know that being a man is gonna put me in a better position to make changes in other places. There's an advantage to being a man. I've never seen a man say, well, I ain't gonna say that because it's 2026, but it's rare that you hear a man say, "Man, I wish I was a woman." The same can't be said in the reverse. It's not as prevalent, I would say. So for that reason, I can see why someone would do it.
But that's the case. Why? All right. So y'all can't understand hierarchy when it comes to gender, right? But y'all don't want to see the hierarchy when it comes to race, though. That's the thing. So let's say, all right, it's just men. Y'all just got men. You don't give a fuck. You don't want to be a woman. Got it. So if you look at the hierarchy when it comes to men, put race in it. Where y'all fall at?
In that situation,
No, let
if
him
it's just
respond.
Kind of high.
sure, if it's just males, we'd fall certainly at the bottom. Um, but that isn't the reality as it currently is. Not, and honestly, I think if we were to have a society of just men, we dominate our way to the top by any means necessary
So why have you
Hold
done
up,
that so
hold
far?
up.
We
Because
live
yeah,
in a
why you not doing
patriarchy.
that
because we
already?
Are
don't
we
because
holding
we
y'all
don't
back?
live
Wait,
because
are we
we
holding
don't
you back?
live.
It's the women's fault?
No, I'm not.
No,
I'm not. I'm not
that shit
assigning
don't
fault.
feel
I'm just
good. That's why you
acknowledging
saying it like
other
that,
variables.
Gaslight. No. It don't feel good, and that's why you saying it like that. Once you had acknowledged that when it comes to race, we be at the bottom. You like, oh, but we no, don't use us as an excuse. If that's the case, why you not at the top now?
I do have a question, if possible.
No, let
No, let him
Gaslight.
answer, Lucky.
Sure, because I think people have a lot of emotions that cripple them, and because of this, these feelings. The really, if I'm gonna be honest,
So if it
and it's
was just
not
men, the feelings would be gone.
hell yeah, we'd be far less emotional, and we wouldn't have those things that like. Man,
Women
I
don't
ain't
like
trying.
women.
Man, like a lot of the men do shit just to impress women. I think we can all agree on that. And if we don't, then y'all are just lying to yourselves. They do things to impress women. Without that motivation, things would certainly be different.
So that
I
goes
kind of
back to
get
what
what you're
E said.
saying.
Hold up, but that goes back to what E said about them hating their blackness because they get that from women. So that checks out. Yeah. You think without the women, like you wouldn't be black, so it wouldn't be the same. That's fucking crazy.
I,
Also, I wanted to
I
say
think that I
something.
think it's more so speaking. Hold on, real quick. I think it's more so speaking to the lack of sexual discipline because it's. And correct me if I'm wrong, Gaslight. If men focused on other things besides getting coochie all the time and trying to impress women all the time, they can go a bit further.
Oh, you damn right. You
But
right
that
about that.
I'm gonna tell you why that's
Definitely
not.
right.
Hold up. I'm gonna tell you why that's not true though. They use women as an asset to get validation of men, not women.
Well,
That's the problem. Hold
I'm
up,
a
sir.
man.
Hold up, sir. Now, if they truly was just trying to get the affection of women and they value women that much and their behavior aligned with the things that women said they desired, then yeah, we can say that's valid. But the thing is, they use women as a stepping stone to get the validation of other men. So it's not that, oh, they just need to be sexual discipline. They need to think about how they're centering their manhood and how they think about other groups of men and want to be accepted by those men. Because the way that he's framing it allows them to, oh, this is because we want to have this thing with women. No, it has nothing to do with that. Y'all don't give a fuck about women unless it helps you raise your status as a man.
That's untrue, man.
Okay, and
I
and,
wanted
and
to hold on. I wanted
to
to
what I
ask
said, it
Gaslight.
doesn't require.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I wanted to ask Gaslight a question. Earlier, you said that you understand why Black men would put their gender before their race because of the privilege. What kind of privileges are Black men getting within the patriarchy?
Being a man is a privilege in and of itself.
What
You're
kind of
going to get
privileges?
chosen. Sure, you're going to likely get chosen for a job before a woman. You're less likely to be targeted for certain things that women are also targeted for. You're physically stronger on average. Those are all privileges.
I'm
You,
talking
you
about
don't
within the
have to.
patriarchy. You're not going to be stronger than all the other men. I'm talking about within the patriarchy, within the hierarchy of men. We're removing women and children out of it. What kind of privileges do black men get within a patriarchy?
If you work harder, you get
Being a
more.
man
Hold
is the
on, Lucky.
privilege within the
Hold on, Lucky.
patriarchy.
You're gonna
The
get dropped
patriarchy.
if you keep interrupting. What kind of privileges are black men getting within the patriarchy?
If the patriarchy is to benefit man, then just being a man is inherently a privilege. It's
Mm,
inherently an advantage within the
right.
patriarchy.
So guess what?
What kind of privileges are white men getting within the patriarchy?
You say what?
What kind of privileges are white men getting within the patriarchy?
They skin.
No, it's no
Lucky,
different. However,
let's go ahead and go down to the comments. You could take a timeout. See, the reason why I asked is because it never made sense to me that you guys would choose that type of privilege because the privilege is being sexist and misogynistic. The privileges that you get are not tangible at all. The privileges that y'all have would it's a grain of sand, a grain of sand in an hourglass compared to what YT men are getting within the patriarchy. So when it comes to not being the leaders of industry, not being the leaders of industry in oil and gas and manufacturing and textiles and automotives and transportation and railroads and but like you're not able to get any of those privileges. The only privilege that you are allowed to get within the patriarchy is to have power and a control over women and children within your own community. So I've never understood why the fuck would you want something like that when you can actually stand with your own people and try to get those privileges of being the leaders of industry, being the leaders of industry that
Okay.
go ahead.
Hold on. She just asked me that, and I'm gonna reply right quick. Give me a
No,
second.
I actually
Um,
agree with her because
okay, cool. Then you can
she just
then you can
answered the
listen to it.
question.
Wonderful. So yeah, let's entertain. The
Okay,
reality
gaslight
is
first and then the other man. But go
within
ahead.
within the human experience, people seek to have power. This isn't just limited to man. This is limited. It's a innate thing. It's not something you learn. You can hone it, but it's within us as humans. We're hierarchical not by our upbringing, but it's a natural thing. It naturally happens. We've just put it in a way that is palatable. But the reality is, if you get just a room of women, women are going to seek that power as well. This is why you have things like feminism, where women were at home, they didn't have to work, but they wanted that power. They wanted the ability to
When have
say,
black
hey,
women
hold on,
ever not worked?
hold on. They
Because
have the
you're
ability.
making that up. Like when have black women in the history of this country ever not
I've
worked?
not said anything about black women not working. Not once have I said
Okay, so
that.
you're speaking on behalf of white women.
I'm not speaking on behalf of anyone. I'm talking about power.
White woman. You're talking about white women
I'm
when
talking
white women
about
didn't
power.
have to work. Okay,
Okay,
go
okay,
ahead.
okay, great. So even, if you want to go down that route, I can go down that route. So there's enough information there. Sure. So black women have always had to work, but they weren't getting equal pay. Feminism came through and said, "Hey, we want equal pay. We want to be paid for the things." And we know that women enjoy this power. Black women specifically, because they go to school, get all of these degrees, and they talk about how many degrees they have because they understand that a degree comes with some level of power. So no matter how you try to twist it, it's about power, and that's something that's within people. Period. So when you say, "Well,
That's an individual by
black man
individual
wants this,"
thing. I agree with you, bro.
it's within people. Period. So when you talk about black man not having any power and oil, electric, water, textiles, yes, that's I agree with you there. But people will always strive to have some position of power, plain and simple.
The
And
feminist
being a
movement
man gives you that.
it wasn't about power. It was about equality. You made that up. It wasn't
Equality is
about
power.
power. It was about being able to access education, being able to access things like domestic violence, having domestic violence laws, not and being able to
Wait,
divorce
but
your husband
What he just
without.
said flew over your
Hold
head. I
on,
For
appreciate
what
H,
that.
reason?
they
What
were
H.
reason do you want these things?
but white women it may wait, hold on. It was about a little bit of power for white tea women too. Let's be honest, but please, y'all getting lost in the example about feminism and all of that. Go back to the original point, because The ADHD is real. Y'all hopping around from conversation to conversation, and it's going everywhere.
Thank you. Just so y'all know, Lynn is my paraprofessional because the ADHD do be whooping my
Wait,
ass.
let me add.
So
Let me add
I
also
did want
that
to.
in indigenous societies around the world, it was not about power for millennia. It was not like, and y'all are like, you learn that from white teen men. You'd rather be under white men and above black women than to join with us and prioritize the children and get some real power. You'd rather have your foot on our neck than all of us rise because you don't want us to have any power with you. That's the only
Thank
power you
you.
have, and it's sad.
So that's what I was asking. Why is it that black women would choose the power, the choose within the patriarchy, the power that they are allowed to have is domination and control over women and children, and not join with their own people to grab power? Because you know what? It ain't nothing wrong with wanting power. It ain't nothing wrong with it, you know? But why would black men not want to join with their own people to compete against other white teeth men and their people?
I can tell you that.
Go ahead.
So it's the same way when white people feel by giving, especially during the civil rights movement, right? Their fear of the moment they give equal rights to black folks, that eventually those equal rights would progress black folks to get into more power, to where they would end up oppressing white people the same way white people did them. And something that's been consistent, not said in this live, but something that's been consistent when I'm having conversations about the patriarchy, is that you will hear a lot of men, especially in my conversations, that would question, oh, how many societies do you know are controlled by women? Oh, how many societies out there do you know are a matriarchy, right? And so by you, sir, when you said, and I quote, equality is power, you're repeating the same type of notions that oppressive white people were preaching. The very thing that they dreaded. If black people were given equal power, equal rights, equal human rights, that they would eventually overpower. And
I
that's,
think
and I
that's about.
think,
Oh,
So say,
sorry, you make
hold
long
on.
pauses. Hold on, East. I'm trying to say something. I don't know if you're done, but like real quick, since you
Go
already
ahead.
stopped, I
Go
think
ahead.
that there's a conflation here between, like, it's a perspective thing going on right here. Because if you look at it, the lack of equality is an indication of a lack of power in a way. So if you look at being able to gain equality, you gain power. Y'all get what I'm saying?
I think I know what you mean.
No,
I like,
but I'm sorry. Go ahead, Zay.
you're good. In regards to like, because that does make sense. I see exactly what you're saying. Because in a way, equality already is a foundation for empowerment, right? When we're talking about what people have, strived for, such as, equal rights, equal opportunities, and legal protection, it allows individuals to overcome the systemic barriers and reach their potential, right? So I actually absolutely agree with that. I just think in regards to how it's consistently being viewed from other folks is that by men, black men giving white women that equal opportunity, that equal rights, right, the equal legal protections, then eventually that very fear is that black women with equal rights to black men, or being seen as equal to black men, they will eventually overpower black men. And I think that's something that a lot of black men secretly don't want, the same way that white people secretly don't want black people to overpower them
I get what
systemically.
you're saying.
So
And it's
this is
our
why. Hold
go
on, hold
ahead,
on.
E.
This is why I always say, whenever it comes to these types of conversations, and this is for specifically speaking to the black women in this in the panel and on the live. White men and black men are in cahoots. Malcolm X One said that the criminals and the police are in cahoots, and white men are the criminals, and black men, unfortunately, are the police of the black community.
See, they got their idea of power from white men. They think power is control, oppression, abuse. There's different types of power, y'all. That ain't it. You could be powerful in a whole different way. You can dream a whole different world, but black men have accepted this world as it is, as they keep telling us, I can't change the whole world. I can't do nothing about it. I can't fight everybody. I can't fight in the street. I got to go home. You got to quit being so weak, and you got to dream a different world. You got to see that something else is possible. You don't have to do it the way they're doing it. It's not working for white men.
Not, and listen, let me explain something. That's not gonna work. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, I hear what y'all saying. Like, somebody talking about what you're saying specifically, right? Like, oh, it's not gonna work for you. But you gotta think about it. Like, let's think about common day issues that black women are facing. Reproduction issues. Us losing our reproductive rights. What is black men's response to that? Oh, you think you should have a say in who had the baby? I think I should have a say. Here's your body, but you made the choice. You opened your legs, right? Black women are being pushed out of the workforce. Oh, y'all competing with men for their jobs. Y'all want to take out jobs from us. We supposed to be the leaders and providers for you. It's more than, hey, y'all. No, the little bit of power they have, they want to cling on to it. And it actually is counter to what we need for ourselves. It's not just, oh, the white man is doing this and you upholding the system for them. No, they the ops too. That's what the police thing is. Like, every time black women need rights, every time black women need to advocate for themselves, here come the black men in our fucking face. I'm like, whoa, this belongs to us. It's not the white man there saying those things. It's the black men in our face saying it.
That's why I said they got it. They got that whole idea from them, and they're fine with it. They will uphold it.
But that's
They're
what I'm
not gonna
saying. But
fight
when
it.
you address them and say, well, y'all gotta, like, not you specifically,
Yes.
but like when anybody say, like, well, y'all know the system really is bad for y'all. No, they don't give a fuck about none of that. They don't give a fuck about none of that.
They really don't.
I
You
came
know
up here
what?
Some of them are sad
to
too.
pop in and say with this. I'm sorry. I wanted to say with this idea that there's a, I don't know, some sort of fairy tale benefit or what have you for the system where men are saying they should be leading our group and our community. I wanted to go back. So during slavery, right? Somebody told you to stay here, live here. I'll pay for your food. I'll get you your food that you need. You don't have to pay no bills. You're just gonna do this work around the house, around the land. But y'all didn't want that, so much so that you run away, you were getting unalive, there was a whole movement and wars behind it. But then you sell that same thing to women. Stay here, I ain't gonna pay you nothing, right? But I'm gonna make sure you eat and got somewhere to sleep and you just do this work around here. But you can't understand how that's a problem for us though, right? You trying to sell it to us as a good thing. But when it was
Well,
being sold to you, you
that's
didn't want that. You didn't think that was a comfortable place to be, or we would still be in slavery right now. We don't want it then. So that's why we left with you. We didn't say no, man. We like
okay.
being taken care of in this way. Y'all leave the plantation, and we gonna say we all thought it was a bad idea. But now that we're here today, y'all are trying to sell us that was a good idea with us being enslaved to somebody, not having any autonomy, not having any economic independence, couldn't make decisions. But you want
Well,
to sell it to us as a good fucking thing now. That's what we're talking about. You're worried about being a man and lording over a woman.
well,
When it was just black on black and we were even and you didn't have that economic power, we was just all black then. It wasn't. It was all black then. They didn't care about it because we was all in the same position. You had no fucking privilege as a man when it came to slavery. But now y'all just sniffed that fucking white man's ass. Now y'all got all kinds
we
of things
still
y'all
don't
want to
got no
line up
damn
with, and you
privileges.
want to do exactly what the fuck he did to us. That's all I came up here to say. Y'all got it.
As of right now, we still don't got no
No, that's
privileges.
facts though, Corey.
But
That's fucking facts.
well, there's truth in what you just said. But
Hold on, Eric. Let Lucky go.
who is lucky?
Nobody. I'm a nobody. Don't worry about me. Just making friends. So
You have to turn the music off. You have to turn the music down. Turn that bullshit down.
Hold on, who got the music on?
Turn off that jungle music.
Shut up, Gaslight.
No, If somebody playing music, just drop them because when I upload the videos, I get copyright straight for those. So just
Okay.
Yes.
drop them.
All right.
Gotcha.
Go ahead, Lucky.
Yes, there you go. I just wondering. I mean, what you're saying is Section 8 is taking care of y'all? No, not these women on the panel, which is generally speaking, women that's on Section 8. And
Lucky, stick
I
to the
don't know any
topic.
men that's Section 8.
Just let it happen because we knew it was gonna come up eventually.
God.
Your mic is messing up. Are you talking about food stamps and welfare? No, we can't hear you. Are you talking about
Let me
food
back
stamps
out.
and welfare?
I'm asking you a question. I know the white
Okay.
people are on
There's
there more.
feedback.
Ma'am, Section 8, ma'am. We all on the same page, and for some reason we can't. We just talking about. Are we talking about the black community, or we just going to
The
go ahead and
prompt.
just run the
Address
white
the
people?
prompt. We're not
We don't
talking about
want that.
Section 8.
I
Address the
mean,
prompt.
I addressed the prompt when I first came on here, ma'am. I don't. You want to address it
That's
again?
why.
I don't want.
Go
That's what you
listen.
want me to do?
Are you?
Say the same
Could
thing
you
over again?
restate your? Hold
No,
on,
Summer,
Lucky.
let him
Explain.
say it.
Let him get
We
it out
can't
because
hear you, Lucky. Your mic is mixed up.
they
We're
was
asking you to
eventually.
repeat yourself. That's because you got us on Bluetooth. You have to take us off Bluetooth. We cannot hear
Can you
you.
hear me now, ma'am? Can you hear me now, ma'am?
Yes, we could hear you. Restate what you were saying.
I wasn't just so it's a caveat to it. I wasn't talking about white people being on there. White people, white women, white men. Not saying that because we're talking about black people, correct? Just making sure. So I was saying that in that what you all did when you took the black man out, just trying to separate the family, which you allowed, not you, but ancestry. That's what we did as a people. As a people, I will say this: as a people,
Nobody did that.
no.
No, no,
Ain't nobody
no.
take no man out of his
Because how
house.
you
If it
can
was
take,
his house, it
yeah,
was his
if it was
house.
his house, he
That
couldn't
never
get kicked out of his
happened. It
house.
was no,
No, he
he's
just.
no black man has ever got put out of his house.
Oh,
You're
come on now. Now we
lying.
lying. Now we don't lie to us
You're
now.
lying.
Now
And,
let's not.
and it wasn't
Let's
that
not do
lady
that.
house
Let's not do that.
neither.
But
It wasn't that lady's house neither. What are y'all talking about?
we
It
said.
didn't
Oh,
belong to
we said
her
the
and it
person
didn't
owns
belong to
the house.
you.
With a
If
house
it's
that.
your house, it's not. It's the
All right.
We gotta.
government's
We
It's a
gotta.
fucking
house,
house, stupid.
ma'am.
And
Ma'am.
We
if it
gotta
was
Ma'am.
let him
yours, you
You
wouldn't have
gotta
been
finish.
able to
just
get kicked out of
listen.
your
Listen.
house.
Yeah, I'm
Hold
trying.
on.
How
We
can you get
gotta.
kicked out of
So
your own
hold on.
house?
So you telling me just because you don't own a house, a mother makes a house. You understand what
How
I'm saying?
can you
So
get
hold
kicked
on,
out
hold
of
on,
a
hold on,
house
ma'am,
that
ma'am,
where
ma'am,
your
ma'am.
name is
I'm just
on
trying.
it?
Listen, ho. I'm trying to talk to you. Stop with
Why
your
can
shit.
you
Yeah, listen, ho.
listen?
You little
Calling me
church ho.
names
I'm
not
being
gonna
real
put your
with you.
name on the
I'm trying
house.
to be
Only
nice,
a man
man.
who ain't never had his
I'm
name
trying
on
to be
shit
nice
don't
to you,
understand
ma'am.
this concept.
But, ma'am,
And he
you
gonna
little
tell
church ho.
somebody he got
I'm
kicked out of
trying
his
to listen.
house.
Hold
Y'all done
on.
ran these.
Hold on.
You
Hold on.
believe you can get kicked out of your house because your name ain't never been on shit. So you went outside and told somebody you got kicked out of your house. That's your childhood home. That ain't the same thing. But you as a grown man over 18, it can't be yours if your name is on it. Stop saying that shit. You ain't get kicked out of
All of
your
my
house.
own,
You
they're
should
at
have
my
had
name. But
one.
some
You
people,
should have had
a
one,
wife
Lucky, and you're
makes a
showing right now
house.
you
A
ain't never
mother
had
and
shit.
father makes a
You
house.
probably told your
Hold
baby mama
on.
that, didn't you?
Hold on. I need
We
you to
gotta.
understand something. Hold on.
A
Hold
house.
on.
Apartment can be a
Hold
house,
on,
man.
Lucky. I need you to understand something. You keep requesting to come up on this panel. You not running shit. So for you to say you're trying to explain something to anybody, we can operate this motherfucker without you very efficiently. You're not telling us anything. Listen to me. You're not telling us anything new. We've heard a man say this at least over 100 times. At
Stop, Lynn,
least.
stop. Get that fucking Blues Clues notebook and get the fuck out of here, Lucky. We not about to do this shit with you. Get that fucking dumbass, big ass book and get the fuck out of here.
Man,
And the
y'all,
stupid
They
fat
heard
man,
ass
that a
crayon
hundred
that you
times.
write within that bitch. I'm not
They
doing this
heard
shit
that a
with no
hundred
mucking.
times
He too
this week.
fucking stupid for this conversation anyway. We keep letting this dumbass up here. Write that the fuck down. Or you have to draw a fucking picture of it.
I didn't
Gotta
know.
go back to his normal talking point because he's not smart enough to have the conversation. So he had to bring it back to food stamps because we wasn't even talking about nothing that closely even related to fucking food stamps and welfare. Why the hell would he bring that shit up? It's because that's the only talking point he can go back. It's old faithful. That's how he can receive dialogue from people. So you know what, Lucky? I got you. Actually, Dark Horse is right. Have the day you deserve, motherfucker. Don't come
Y'all drunk
back.
as hell.
What's close?
Damn.
No, I warned that nigga. I told a nigga stay off of that and get back on the topic. He ain't want to. So it is what it is.
But no, what I was trying to say before I was cut off, before y'all, all that don't even matter. What I was trying to say was that, to me, all this boils down to an individual by individual situation because I was raised by my mama and my dad. My dad and my dad, although my dad paid all the bills, but there was 50-50. My dad may paid all the bills, but my mom, she still worked. Her money was her money. At the same time, she still blessed my dad. She blessed my dad with $500 when she know that he done took on a heavy load and all his money was gone and he had his own things that he liked to
Hold
do that
on,
he was
real
doing on a
quick.
regular.
Hold on, real quick. Stop lying. Ain't
What you
no
mean
black
stop
man
my
gonna ain't no black man gonna allow a black woman in his house to work and keep all her money to herself. Your
Man, my
daddy
mama
did let
did.
your daddy your daddy made sure that woman was paying for something. She was
What?
paying one
No,
way
the
or a
only thing my
motherfucking
mama had to
other.
do,
Like y'all get up here and tell
only
it
thing my mama had to do,
spin these
the
fucking
only,
fairy
the
tales.
only thing
Don't
my mama
nobody
had to
believe
do
that.
is what
There's
she
not a
wanted.
black man on this motherfucking earth that's gonna let a black woman work without her splitting something. Y'all are the biggest 50-50 warriors on fucking planet
Hold on.
Earth.
You didn't hear what I just
Hold
said.
up real quick.
You didn't hear what I
Because I'm
said.
tired of y'all coming up here talking about y'all bitch ass daddy. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Because when you say, I agree, he fucking lying. But the thing is, again, y'all don't account the labor that women do as anything. Oh, he left her. Well, what the fuck was she doing in the house, nigga? Like, shut the fuck up. That's the thing.
Y'all wrong. I can see
The
why
labor.
you must didn't have your dad.
Hold up. Because now you sound like your bitch ass daddy. Shut the fuck up. Here's the thing. When it come down to it, y'all don't value the labor that women do. It's considered like, oh, this is organically what you're supposed to do. To the point that fucking one of the selling points of dating, is could you cook and clean? That's fucking labor. But it's been so associated with women as this expectation that like, she ain't really doing nothing. That's motherfucking work.
My daddy
That's
did.
work. No, bitch, fuck your daddy. We ain't talking about your bitch ass daddy. Why can't you understand that? Y'all want to keep talking about y'all motherfucking uncles and daddies and shit? Fuck them niggas. Fuck all of them. They trash. Put them up here and I bet you that bitch crash out too. Y'all stay one talking about y'all weak ass fucking punk ass daddies. Don't nobody give a fuck about that nigga or you. Stick to the motherfucking prompt, bitch.
Well, and I don't know my daddy. He ain't ever gonna be
Hey,
there.
my daddy deceased. Watch your mouth, young lady.
Man, fuck him. All right, dig that bitch up. Dig that bitch up and send him the motherfucking line, bitch. I don't give a fuck.
Hey,
Come
bitch,
on.
you out of pocket.
No,
That's
you
how.
fucking out of pocket. That's why he in the fucking ground now, bitch. He a fucking
All
bitch
right.
ass daddy in the fucking
Hey,
ground.
you
Don't
know
nobody give a
what?
fuck about your
I
daddy,
know what.
sir.
You tell
All
me.
right. I don't know what. What, you gonna go get him? You gonna go get your daddy on me? Go get your daddy on me, bitch. Go get your daddy on me. Y'all always wanna talk about y'all motherfucking family. Don't give a fuck about y'all.
Tara, they gonna jump you in the afterlife.
It's no personals. When we say no personals, we say no personals. If you bring them, they
Why
here
y'all
now.
keep muting me and shit?
They're here
Y'all wrong
now.
as
Your
hell,
your
man.
people is in
With
the
y'all
room with us
foul
now.
ass mouth.
Everybody you brought up is in the room with us now. They can't be off
You
limits
got
when
a
you brought them
foul
to the
ass
fucking
mouth, young
party.
lady.
We
You
don't
got a
allow
foul ass
personal.
mouth. Y'all,
We don't.
some of y'all need to get some goddamn respect about yourself.
But we don't allow personals on the panel.
We don't get
Oh,
manipulated by stories. The reason you niggas bring up your personal stories is to manipulate us. If I say this,
ain't
don't
nobody
nobody
trying to
get to say
manipulate.
nothing
I'm
back
speaking.
because it's my
I'm a
personal.
grown
When we
ass
tell
man.
you we
First
don't
of
want to know
all,
your personal
y'all,
business,
I
because
can
when it
tell
get
that
personal,
y'all ain't
you
had no
crash
real
out.
men. I can
You
tell that a lot
crashing
of women
out.
on this panel
You're
ain't had no real
crashing
men in their
out.
life.
You are crashing out because it's about your personal business. You should have left it the fuck
Hey,
alone.
it ain't
You
about my
get what you
personal
get when
business.
somebody, yes
I'm
it is.
just
Nigga talking
I'm
about
just
getting him
telling you
daddy.
what it is.
You
this.
talking about goddamn daddy? You gonna leave my daddy alone? My daddy Brent. You went and crashed the fuck out over your goddamn daddy. You
No,
shouldn't have
bitch, my
fucking did
daddy
it,
birthday
stupid.
was yesterday. And you talking about my damn daddy. You talking about fuck my damn daddy, my bitch ass daddy. My daddy ain't did shit to you. I was just
Boy, it's a
sharing,
way to manipulate people
I was sharing a
emotionally.
personal
You will
experience.
not.
I
You
was
can't
sharing a
manipulate
personal
us with your
experience with you,
stories.
and
We
the
told
bitch
you
got out
don't
of line.
bring your personal people out. We're going to ask questions. We'll interview that nigga right here. Tara asked the
I'm
questions,
just
and I'm gonna step in as
I'm
your
just
daddy and
letting you
answer
know.
them.
I'm
You
just
can
letting you know.
you will get fucking trolled
Energy
over here. Shut
energy
your mouth.
finds itself.
Shut your mouth and move on.
I'm
Do
letting
you
you
want
know
to
energy
address the
finds
prompt,
itself.
or you want to keep bringing
Energy
your peoples
finds
over?
itself.
Who else in the
So
family in the room with us?
while you
Hey,
talking
Buck, protect
reckless,
your daddy,
that same
bro.
energy
Protect
gonna
your
come back
daddy.
on your ass.
Protect your daddy, sir.
The ancestors rest. Don't bring them up. Now you done got yourself embarrassed.
Man, I ain't gotta be. Ain't nobody embarrassed. You embarrassing your damn self. You talking to
Are
a
embarrassed. That's
real
why you
grown ass
crashing
man.
out. It's
I can
very
tell
weak.
You was
by the.
fucking about to
I can
cry.
tell. I can tell by the
You
way
look, you
that
about
you
to fucking
communicate
cry.
that you ain't had no real men in your life. Your brother's
Ooh,
No,
quite
you
oh,
ain't
straight.
got one
why?
either.
You
You
ain't
ain't
either,
got one
obviously.
either.
Listen, crying
Obviously,
ass
you
men
ain't
don't
either.
move me. Crying ass men don't
Ain't
move me.
no.
I don't
Dark
go through that
horse.
shit. It don't
Dark
work on
horse.
There
me.
you go with
You
that
gotta
He
try
bullshit.
said,
somebody else, baby. Get one of these other niggas on the panel
No, I'm
to
just
rub
he
letting
your
said
you.
it was
fucking
I'm just
50
back
letting you know
50.
how
and
He's
rock
wait.
you
communication
from
go
He
side
said
to
it was
and
50
side.
how you
50, but
It
his
ain't
communicate.
daddy
gonna
paid
be
all
me,
the
baby.
bills. How your daddy
Communication
Me,
pay
is
all
the
the
way of
me,
bills
the
if
you
it's
two
world.
50
women
50?
saying, "Oh
And
my
he and
God,
his
Communication is
mama
the
tell me
way of
paid
the
it.
world.
more."
Y'all
That shit
hosting
don't
the
work
That's
out
panel.
women's
here.
now.
Y'all
Hey, can I
hosting the
bring
That
the
shit,
panel.
that
topic? Can
shit
I can I
has
bring the
sailed.
topic
Y'all
back?
That
hosting the
boat
Okay.
is
panel being
gone.
All
being
right, y'all.
reckless.
All
Y'all
right.
being
Hold
reckless
on.
with
Hold
folks.
on.
Just
Hold
having a
on. Hold
conversation.
on,
No, we
Buck.
talking about his daddy now. No, it's cool. He want to talk about his daddy. That's the topic now. We
Hey,
talking about
Buck.
his fucking
The
daddy.
rest of the
Hey, Buck.
night.
I
Damn.
don't know.
Okay.
I'm not gonna
Buck.
say nothing about your dead daddy.
Okay, Buck.
I
Your
ain't gonna say
daddy's the
nothing about him.
topic now. Let's all talk about Buck Daddy.
Buck Daddy was a good man.
One,
Buck
two.
Dad paid all the bills. He was in the home.
Buck Daddy want
Hey,
his
Buck is
hey, hey,
daddy.
Buck.
look, hey,
Buck
look. On
Daddy
some
want his
real
daddy.
shit.
That nigga ain't
On
got
some
no
real
test.
shit.
That want his
On some real
motherfucking
shit. It's
daddy.
a lot of black men ain't
That
accomplished
wants
what my
your
daddy
daddy, boy.
accomplished. So,
Let,
y'all some
let him
hoes,
speak for
man. Y'all
himself.
some.
Let your
Hey, you
daddy
know
speak for
what?
Hey,
himself.
hey,
Y'all funny
hey,
as
Buck.
shit,
Hey,
man.
Buck. Don't call them no hoes, because your dad wouldn't call them hoes. Your dad
Hey,
raised
listen,
a distinguished
man. Listen.
gentleman.
You got hoes, you got bitches, and you got women.
Oh, I mean, I ain't got
They
no
conduct
bitches, no
themselves
hoes,
how they
or no
conduct
women.
themselves.
What are
They
you?
represent
Which,
how they
which one are you
represent how they
then? Which
they
one are you? Because I
represent how
think
they
you the B.
represent themselves.
Buck, I don't have any
But
of those.
I'm just keeping it
I'm just
100 with you. I can tell. I got real women in my life. I had a real daddy in my life. My mama solid as hell,
Women on the
and I
phone.
can
Put the
tell
women on the
that
phone. Let us
I can
talk to
Daddy
them.
tell.
want
Because
to fucking
you weak.
cry. Listen to
Do
him
you
fucking
That
agree?
boy
cry.
ain't
Do
know
He
his
you agree or
daddy.
do you not
That
agree that
wasn't your daddy,
communication is the way
baby.
of the world?
crying.
Do you agree that communication is the way of the world?
I agree, Buck. That's why they was. I think
Oh
that's why
no,
they
this
was
is what
saying
we're
they need to
doing right
talk to your
now.
daddy because they disrespectful. They don't like communication.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying that. That's what I'm saying. Communication goes two ways. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. You start with respect, communication, and the ugly truth over a pretty lie. Those the golden rules of life.
Respect.
Go ahead. All right. All right. Go ahead, Dave. Talk on the prompt. What do you think about the prompt?
Hello everyone. Yeah,
At the light,
I think
turn left onto County.
Oh nah, you gotta
No.
go. Nigga, TikTok ain't that important.
yeah. What I want to say about the prompt is that's not even true. The prompt is not even true because we black men I've always think about family, but a lot of our women won't understand that because if you don't give them 100%, they won't be satisfied with nothing under 100%. So if you don't give them the 100%, they won't
Understand on
understand
the
this
family part.
the
Hold
sacrifice
up.
that you're making.
Hold up. You say y'all focus on the family, right? How
Yeah.
does the family help?
What?
How is that important that y'all focus on the family?
Yes, it's because the patriarchy majority in the black societies is up to providing security for the family, right? Providing authority on the family, structuring the family. But you guys don't want to do that. You guys just want to challenge the man, and then not letting the man be the man, right?
If
because I
hold
feel
on,
like it's a
Dave. Let me
competition.
before you move on to your next point. You said that black men prioritize the family. If that was the case, why do you think that we have such a high black father abandonment rate within the black community?
Because it's not structured. Because these single mothers thinking they can do it all. That's the thing.
Okay, so
That's what it
how do
is.
you how do you make a nuclear family? What comes first?
What comes first is what comes first is stability, right? We don't want
Mm-hmm.
we don't want we don't want the women to be out here saying, "Hey, my body, my choice," and then
Okay,
whenever
so what
the
comes first is stability. How is black men stabilized in the black community?
well, okay.
What
There's
do
a
they do?
category.
What are they doing to
You
stabilize
won't
the
be.
black
You won't
community?
listen. You won't be 100% of them, but there is a few of them I've
Okay, so
seen.
if it's not
Man,
100%, let's say 90.
That question can only
What
be
are the
answered
90?
by an individual.
Hold on, Buck. We don't give a fuck. Dave, if
yeah.
it's not 100%, let's say it's 80. What are the 80% of black men? How are they stabilized in the black community?
Yeah, but these men are trying to stabilize the black community by giving the youngins direction,
How?
and I feel like
How?
because you can see,
How are they
you see
giving the
always
youngins the
a
direction?
confrontation. It's always a
I'm
confrontation.
asking you a
Talking.
question. I'm asking you to clarify your own talking points. How are black men trying to lead the young black boys and young black children? How?
First of all, a lot of them be how can I say that first of all, a lot of them trying to be in the kid's life. So that's number one. If a father trying to be in the kid's life, that's a good step.
Okay,
So
so if they're trying to be in the kid's life, why do we have a fatherhood abandonment issue?
no, it's not a fatherhood abandonment. It's a choice over the man, the government over the man. So you guys would always choose the
Hey
government over the
Dave, you
man.
fuck up one more answer, and I'm gonna go get Ramses and Makai. I swear to God, I go get them right the fuck now. If you don't get this shit together,
Yeah.
Okay.
stop
So
with the lies
basically,
about the black
and
woman mess up the
in the
community
black
and address
community,
black men.
Okay,
in the
so
black
here's the all right,
community,
hold on, wait a minute, real quick. Okay, so black women, let's just say that's true, which is not, but let's just say it's true. Black women
which is
chose food stamps and welfare, right? Why is it that black men don't have 50% custody of their children? Why don't the children within the black community live with the fathers 50% of the time? She kicked them out the house. She said, I don't want your
because
black ass here. Hold on. I don't want you here anymore. I don't. Why aren't black men having homes that black children can go to live with their fathers 50% of the time?
okay, let me tell you why. First of all, when you see a black man having 6 baby mamas, right, and then you see a bunch of them that
Why
has no
again? I'm gonna
kids,
ask you a question.
right?
I'm gonna ask you
No, no, no,
again.
no.
I'm gonna ask you again because you're about to pivot. Why don't black men have homes where their children can live? It doesn't matter how
Because
many baby
women.
mamas. Go ahead.
Okay, let me answer you. It's because of the black woman's preference. So if you have a man that has 6 baby mamas, that's the black woman's preference. Most black women don't have kids. Black men don't have kids.
Why doesn't he have a
I
home?
muted.
That part. Why doesn't he have a home?
I muted him.
Why
He just
don't
gonna
they?
say he say black women for everything. If we ask him what the weather was outside today, he would say it's
Most
black
black men don't
women.
have kids.
It's not
Most
you don't have no comments. Just shut up, Dave. We talked to you last night. And you still
no,
stupid today.
most black men don't have
Shut
kids.
the
That's
fuck
true. You
up.
know that.
You don't even make
You
your
know
stuff don't
that.
even sound good. Can you give us a better one? Not like ones that's like obviously a lie,
Now
like
hold up, but hold
something
up.
else.
I get what, hold up, dog. Cause I get what you're saying, but y'all gotta let them make. I know it's a dumbass argument, it's annoying, but you still gotta
We
like
got.
he's still saying the thing. That's the thing. Like I know it's annoying or whatever, but I don't want an echo chamber. And even though it's some stupid ass shit, y'all gotta let him make the point, and we can respond to it.
If he ain't
Exactly.
gonna say it here, he gonna say it somewhere else. So we might as well debunk the bullshit on this panel.
Okay, so I'ma just say
So you
this.
said that. Hold on. Wait a minute. You said most black men don't have children. Is that right? Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
yeah.
Where did you get that information from?
Because listen, a lot of black men
Okay, but hold on.
individually.
Hold on.
Oh
Where
Jesus.
did you get that information from?
Man, it's just logic. Listen, if most black men you'll find they have 4 baby mamas, 5 baby mamas. Where are the other ones? What are the other ones doing?
Where
That's
did you get
simple
that
math.
that's it's not simple
That's
math.
simple math right here.
Where did you get that information from?
What do you mean with that? That's simple math. That's simple math. You ain't got to argue
That
about it. That's
doesn't
simple
make any
math.
sense. That
Yeah,
doesn't
it
make
makes
any
sense.
sense.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
he
makes
don't know the
sense.
answer. But hold
You don't
up.
know the Go
Hold
ahead.
up. But here's the thing. Because you said it's the men who want the family and the women don't, right? And y'all keep arguing that, women are choosing the worst man, whatever, right? So we got the worst man out here having daddies. Where did you get the idea that y'all so marriage minded from? Who do you represent?
Man, I represent the black man that working on himself, right? That getting his education together and trying to stabilize a family. I represent this type of man, right? And you guys most likely will not find it attractive. You guys might rather go to my height. Oh, I don't have dreads. That's what you guys will do.
Okay.
Dave, do you have
That's
any?
what
Do
you
you
guys
have?
will
But
do.
hold up. But just like they tell us, if you open your legs, that's on you. The child you're responsible. Got it. All right. So if you saying that the women are continuing choosing the wrong man and that men like you are not being picked, right? You come over here arguing with us about it, ain't gonna change shit. We still gonna choose the bad men. What the fuck are you gonna do about for at that point then? Because ain't no changing none of that. That's how it is. We're gonna pick the bad man. The bad man gonna get picked having kids. What the fuck you gonna do about it now?
What do you mean what I'm going to do about it? What are you
Yeah,
talking
what you
about?
gonna do about it now?
What do you mean? I don't understand the
What you gonna
question.
do?
About what? What am I going to do about what?
The women picking wrong.
Yeah.
We're gonna continue to pick wrong. That's all we're gonna do. We're gonna continue to pick wrong.
Yeah.
When you come over here, we're gonna hold up. We're gonna argue with you. We're not gonna see it the way you see it. So what the fuck you gonna do about it?
No, I'm not going to do well, this what I'm doing. I'm doing the right thing right now by saying it on a panel full of women, and instead of thinking about what I'm saying, a lot of them would argue, but obviously it's going to be a repeating cycle.
So what do you want women to do different?
So let's prioritize black men with education. Let's prioritize black men who prioritize family instead of shaming them for their height, instead of trying to emasculate them, instead of
No. We don't want short niggas. We don't fucking want short niggas. Don't nobody want to have no short nigga babies. So what you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, well, I won't do not. I can. Obviously, I'm not in the power to do nothing about it, but it feels like it's like a cycle that's gonna repeat itself.
Ain't shit you can do about it. You need it. Hold up. You need to accept. You short. Your hair shape funny. Don't nobody fucking want
because
you.
I'm 6'2". Don't get me wrong, but I don't like the.
No, we're not gonna allow you to lie like that. You're
No,
not
I'm
6'2".
6'2" for real. I'm 6'2"
No,
for real.
you're not
bought
6'2".
height three
We don't give a fuck if you 7 feet. We don't like the way you talk. You funny talking. We don't like that shit, bitch. We don't want it. So what you gonna do about it, sir? We're not gonna ever want you. We gonna always want the bad men. What the fuck are you gonna do about it?
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna just laugh whenever y'all complaining about black men. I'm gonna just laugh.
So you just up here
That's what I'm gonna do
crashing
right
the
now.
fuck out because you can't get no coochie.
That's what I'm gonna do right now.
No.
Okay.
You up here crashing the fuck out because you can't get no coochie because you fucking funny shit. Is
What do
that
you
what
mean?
this is
I'm
about?
married. I'm married, Tara. What do you mean?
No, you said
I'm
that you
married.
didn't say that last night on last night. Like, do you
Yeah,
did you
No,
think
I
that we
always
wouldn't
say
remember
that.
you
I'm
last night?
married.
Hold on, wait a minute. No,
Man, and I'm married.
no,
I'm
you
married.
didn't.
I'm married.
No, you
I'm
forgot
married.
yesterday that we ripped your ass apart. We remember you, Mike. We remember you, Dave. We remember you. You're the nigga
hallway.
that wrote the book.
You said
You the
that
one
butt
that
was the
chat GP'd the
hallway.
book last night. And we tore your ass
GP
to
the book.
pieces. Remember?
No, he not the book dude.
No,
He
he
the dude
not
from
the
Me Alive.
boo. He from
He
Me
from Me
Alive. He's the one
Alive.
who was talking about that hallway with his bootos.
He came over here so you can talk to him the way you did last night. He
Oh
freaked the
Lord.
fuck
That's
out.
remember I told you
Oh
that this
no,
one
you're gonna
that
have to pay.
Ramses and Makai was tearing his ass up and joking him all night. Remember? The two
Are you
Oh
sure
young
that's what you?
ones.
Lord.
That's what.
Him?
Are you sure that's what you see? That's what you saw yesterday night.
And
Are
you
you
came
sure?
Jesus.
You
back.
sure
He
that?
can't
So
he
Is
hold
that what
on,
can't
you
why did
happened?
you come back?
no, you're gonna have to pay me a second time for that. Cause I'm not no, you probably bricked up and freaked out over there. No, you're not gonna come back again for that. Mm-mm.
What you come back for?
No, it's because You guys think I'm you guys' enemies. Deep down,
No,
I would like the community to do better. I would like
no, no,
black
no,
and men,
no,
black
no,
women.
no, sir. Listen to what I'm saying. We can't do better. You already think something wrong with us when we make bad decisions. Ain't
No,
nothing
that's
going to
not something
change.
wrong with y'all.
No,
Everybody
no,
can
no,
have
no,
a
no,
bad
no. Ain't
decision.
nothing's going to change. So what are you going to do about it?
I'm not, man. I obviously I'm not. I don't have the power to do nothing about it. I'm just sit down and
Mm-hmm.
watch. Yeah. So I
So
don't
you
have
gonna
any
get that? You
power
gonna
to
sit?
do
You gonna
anything.
sit back and watch in the corner?
At the end of the day, we can't blame someone else for our bad decisions, right? So if y'all keep making the bad
Yeah, you
decisions,
coming over here trying to change us when you already believe in something flawed with us. Is you making a bad decision? Why would you come over here?
That's how he started
yeah.
out last night, trying to police us, telling us how to act, and then he crashed out in 2 minutes talking about some.
No, no,
Yeah.
no.
You want to
I
suck
was,
my
I
dick?
was, I was, I was
I was
crashing out
like,
on my.
whoa! You just
I
told
was
us to
crashing
watch
out,
our mouth, and we need to do better.
You know
man.
So
why he
you stay
came
up here
back?
another minute or two, Dave. Let the
Man,
real
Hold
you
listen,
out.
on.
listen.
Let
I,
the
Hold on.
real
Wait a
nigga out that
minute.
you let out
Now,
last
okay,
night.
okay. No, you know why he came back? Because Tara got your masculinity in the jar and you want it
Oh
back.
yeah, damn! I
Tara,
forgot about that.
you forgot he got his masculinity. It's on the shelf. She don't label the masculinity. She just put him on the shelf. You can't have your masculinity back. We got it.
obviously she took
You're
it
gonna
from me,
have
and
to
then
make some new. You're gonna have to make
okay,
new
but
masculinity.
obviously she took it from me, and then she put it on herself. So I don't understand that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
she
the
put it
real
on
Yeah.
nigga.
herself.
No,
So
I'm the real nigga here.
yeah,
I'm the real nigga in this
she
bitch.
put it on
Let me
herself. So
see.
No, no, no.
I can
Every
say at
other
the
I'm the
same
said
real
time.
nigga in
Tara
this
got his
bitch.
nose.
It is very not noticeable that she took it from me and then she put it on her. So
But to be
yeah,
fair, hold
yeah.
up. I need to be fair because I did tell East as she put this picture up that she had it now. Like I was like, you had his masculinity. So he
Is
telling
that
it to the wrong person.
is that you,
East
Tara?
actually the
Is
one who
that you
got
on the
that man
screen, Tara?
masculinity.
Is that you on the
No,
screen?
East got your masculinity. I don't
Is
have it.
that
East got
you on
a
the
hate.
screen, Tara?
No, when she
I'm
put that
not
shit up,
giving it
I said,
back.
oh, I said you got it.
Is
She
that
got it. It's a girl
is that
now.
you on the screen, Tara?
I'm not giving your masculinity back,
Oh
Dave. I'm sorry.
shit.
Somebody
I
said
can't
send
give
the
it back.
galaxy to
Shit.
get it back. Somebody said send her a galaxy to get it
Tara,
back.
Tara, if that's you,
No,
if
no,
that's you,
no,
Oh, I ain't
no.
got it, Dave. East
I
got it.
I just started my collection of masculinity. I can't give it back. I only got a couple of them. I can't spare any. I'm sorry. I just started my
Damn.
collection, Dave.
Tara, you look
Sorry.
very manly, Tara. You look very manly. If that's you, you look
Look,
very
Dave,
manly.
Dave,
Yeah.
I ain't even got it. He's got it. You pleading for the wrong person. Don't try to hype me up. You better big her up. She got your shit sitting in the jar.
Picture hot.
So
You look
so
good in
what's
that
about?
picture, Dave.
Okay, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do
All
with it,
right,
E?
Dave. Shut the fuck up. I don't feel like the whole passive aggressive white woman shit. It's corny. You're a cornball.
That's my thing. If y'all motherfuckers want to keep saying y'all don't pick good or whatever and all that shit, and we having kids by the bad guys and y'all not having kids and all that shit, what the fuck? What the fuck y'all gonna do about it now? Don't nobody give a fuck. Yeah, we choosing all the bad men. Don't nobody give a fuck. Fuck you gonna do about it?
Do nothing about it.
Niggas weird.
Laughing. He called your stupid ass a nigga too, dummy. Duh.
It's men. That's men before the race.
Men
That's
before the
men before the
race.
race
But that
in
was a black
action.
man. That was a
That
Another
black
wasn't
man
a
doing it
black
though.
example.
man. That was a white boy. He called
Really?
your stupid black ass a nigga.
Laughing at the white man, calling us niggas. Why? Because you a
But
tap
but but
dance.
but
You a tap
but
dancing
yo
ass
quick to say, but yo
coon. You're a coon.
Zaddy's better. So I don't think it's a problem for y'all. He's saying that.
Coon.
Y'all keep
The
saying Zaddy's
coon.
better, right? So I don't think it's a problem.
Are you
I shut
calling
the
white
fuck
men
up.
zaddy?
Yeah.
This
Who
nigga.
called them?
No, he freaked the
This
fuck out,
nigga.
but
This nigga
But I'm
freaky.
gonna just reiterate this point because he ain't talking about shit. I'm sorry, if y'all been misinformed. If you think black women are gonna get any type of liberation alongside black men, it's never gonna fucking happen because their privilege is tied to our oppression. And they'll never want to give that shit up. I'm sorry. I know, like we grew up hearing that, like the world against the black man and all that shit, whatever. That's programming. That's conditioning. It ain't gonna be your daddy, ain't gonna be your husband, ain't gonna be your brother, your fucking son. Their privilege is tied to women's oppression. So if you think MLK fucking a white woman up in a hotel was thinking about your black ass, no, he wasn't. He fucking wasn't. When Malcolm X was putting that fucking perm in his head, fucking a white woman, you think he was worried about you? No. You think he confronted Elijah Muhammad because with the shit that happened with that little girl or them little girls? No. They don't give a fuck. They put niggas in our fucking face all the time like these the leaders. And we are supposed to believe that. And we look to these men to help liberate us. But our oppression is literally tied to their fucking identity, their fucking privilege. They ain't giving shit up. They ain't giving it up. Even the ones who talk softly and think it seems like they know what's going on, when it comes to the end of the day, he ain't about to give up no motherfucking resources for your ass. This is why we got men out here who talk a good game, especially on the internet, because they love to steal talking points from women. But go in that man's household and find out who the real him is. It ain't going to happen. Your liberation is not tied to a man. We can't sit here and say, well, how did during chattel slavery, how did they put up with it? During Jim Crow, how did they put up with it? Because we've been conditioned to it. Because the motherfucker who is your enemy, you think he your savior. We can't just talk about the white guard they push on. You talk about the black man in your home who's a motherfucking oppressor, who think he's above you and all women, all girls, and young boys. He the motherfucking problem. He ain't gonna liberate you. He don't want to liberate you. He don't give a fuck about you. He don't give a fuck about your experience. He wants you to open your fucking legs up, have babies, and wash his motherfucking clothes. Just so y'all know.
Yeah, and you know what's interesting? I was recently sitting with an elder in the, no, I'm not taking it to religion, but in the Muslim community, talking about Elijah Muhammad and the history and all the stuff and blah, blah, blah. And as he was talking about it, I brought up all them girls. I brought up them girls and I brought up the stuff, and everybody got all quiet and uncomfortable. And I was like, so how in the world was it ever? He was like, well, he did a lot for the community and we started business because of that, and he improved the black man's self-esteem and da-da-da-da-da. While he abused all them girls, only like 20 of them they knew about. How many do you think it was over all of those years with all of that power? And when I talked about the men and the women, just got quiet, like I'm just tripping. And like, no matter what we talk about, it's at the expense of us. And we're supposed to just take it. We were just talking about Anita Hill yesterday.
But
Anita Hill was supposed to just take that.
We can say this. That old man who picked you up from high school, your uncle, you know which uncle I'm talking about. Your first fucking love. That nigga that was 5 years older than you had no business motherfucking talking to you. Your fucking daddy. Your brother. The nigga at work who always got you doing shit for him. It ain't gotta be somebody else. The shit in our life right now. That's the shit we supposed to be unpacking so we can see it clearly. That's the thing. We see niggas through a rose-colored lens. We don't see them for who they are. Because how the fuck you walking up to a fucking predator and you saying you love that nigga and you gonna do labor for him? If y'all don't understand that the reason why women coddle and assist men the way they do is because we fucking scared of them. That's why y'all like watching fucking those crime shows. That's why y'all like to call women out for being pick-me's, because she didn't follow the rules. I follow the rules, so I must be safe. It's because you have been taught to love your fucking oppressor. It ain't no fucking white man. It ain't a white motherfucking man. It's the nigga in your house. It's the nigga in your fucking house. The one you waiting to text you back. The one who like come over later on. That nigga. That's the nigga who was the fucking oppressor, and you got that nigga living in your house and sleeping in your motherfucking bed. You under constant surveillance by that motherfucker. Constant surveillance. That's why you want to marry you. Shut the fuck up. He want to marry you so he can watch your ass all the motherfucking time. We was talking about this yesterday. He gonna go down his man cave and talk about man shit and do all his freaky shit down there, but you better be in the kitchen and in the motherfucking bed when he wants you there. That's the fucking problem. Your black women's liberation can never be tied to fucking black men. It can never be. It will never be. That's the reality of it. These motherfuckers hate us. They fucking hate us.
Sound like a lot of hate from you.
Shut your bitch ass up. Go dig up your daddy, bitch. Go dig up your bitch ass daddy. I'm just saying, that's what the truth is. That's why we put these niggas on the fucking stage so y'all can see them. They ain't no motherfucking Romeo coming for your ass. It's the beast. It's a fucking beast. He don't turn into no fucking prince. He always gonna be a motherfucking beast. He gonna fuck you, treat you like shit, and he gonna be looking at your motherfucking children. This bitch gonna interrupt me as he was up here crying about his dead ass motherfucking daddy. What you wanna say, Buck? Bucky-o? What you wanna say?
I was just gonna say you
I
funny.
just wanted to say real quick to the people I'm screening. The reason why y'all sitting in the request is because I'm screening the pages. If I go to your page and you don't have any content or any pictures of yourself, I don't believe you're a real person, so you're not coming up. So you might as well get out the box. I'm screening everyone that's coming up here because this is one of the real conversations.
Go ahead, Bucky boy. What you wanna say? Real quick, I know the app messing up. I don't know
It
what it's all about the
is.
people with the panel. But if y'all
Yeah.
want support the live, my cash up in my bio. I know some of y'all got gifts. I don't know what the fuck going on. Hopefully it get resolved soon. That's what it say in the thing.
Okay.
Eric, you wanna say something? Hey, no more. You eating on my bacon, baby. Summer, did you wanna add on to what you were saying earlier?
No, it's absolutely right. And that's the really hard part because we end up making up excuses for them, right? We see, something about it and we're like, well, there's this, well, there's that. And if he act halfway okay, if he can carry a conversation and he don't smack you upside the head, we'd be like, we're too excited about it. And then women who get married and stuff be up there trying to prove to everybody else that it's worth it and you could find a good one. I was in a live yesterday, and this woman was talking about some bullshit about submission going both ways because she want to complain submission to subservience. She want to explain compare. And I was like, no, that's not what submission means, whatever. And then she get mad. No, because if you look at just the definition, and then they want to look at the AI overview. I'm like, y'all cannot look at the AI overview. If a bunch of idiots write an article about it, AI is going to act like that's true. Go to the definitions and let's break down the words. So upset. That's not what it means. And my husband might. But the prompt was 80% of men hate women. Y'all agree on that. But now you want us to submit to someone because he's going to submit back to you? And it's like,
Y'all honestly
shut
believe
up,
that?
I'm speaking. You didn't have nothing to say when she gave you the mic. Shut up. Anyway,
Bro, y'all so
shut
rude.
up. So anyway, what I'm
Y'all
saying
rude.
is we make all these excuses. And even if we think he's pretty good, that's my point all the time. You think he's pretty good, but it's like he's supposed to be good out of the goodness of his heart. When everything around him tells him he's higher than you, he's better than you. Man after man after man has come up here and told us that they're higher than us in the hierarchy. And also here's the most messed up part about it. They don't even know what issues we face. They think the issues they face are just our issues. They don't know anything about Black women's issues. Ask them. Hardly any of them can tell you even one thing that we face, and they certainly ain't gonna do nothing about it. Like the young man telling his sister, just wear more clothes if you're being sexualized. So like, when we look at it for what it really, shut up, mute yourself, have some self-control.
Hold up. You gotta stop acknowledging him because that still has an impact. We're just
Yeah.
dropping, interrupting.
Thank you. I can hear the feedback, but like, it's really
Someone missed the live yesterday, y'all.
it's really sad because it's really hard for us to get out of. Even if we're on this all the time, we're decentering, you get in the room with a man who act pretty good, and a lot of us lose all of that. Leave him alone.
Yeah, I just wanted to add, at the end of the day, the only people that black women can rely on are other black women. That's gonna be it at the end of the day. Tara is right. Our liberation will never be tied to black men. They will never, ever, ever, ever liberate us because they operate hand in hand with white men. They don't give a fuck. They will take any little bit of crumbs and sleep at the feet of master and sit at the table, not even, hold on, shut the fuck up, and not even get a seat at the table of white tea supremacy or male privilege. They will sleep at their feet and take crumbs off the floor. You know how you feed a dog off of the table, like little scraps? That is the equivalent of what black men do for white men. They will never, they are the police. They police us, they oversee us, and they make sure that black women can never, ever, ever be liberated out of what we are. Because black women are the blueprint. Once black women start to liberate themselves, once black women start to go to college, start to own homes, start to create businesses, start to lead our community, they know that white women and Hispanic women will follow. And after that, patriarchy will crumble. So black men have to be the police of our community. They have to sell DRUGSs into our community. They have to pass down misogyny and sexism to young boys. And this is why they're so obsessed with single mothers. They try to devalue single mothers all day, but look, have you ever seen a single mother? Let's be fucking for real. Single mothers are never single. Not for long. They want to be in our house. They want access to our children. They want to dominate us, and they want to dominate our babies. They have to have low illiteracy rates. They have to push anti-intellectualism. They have to. Or else they're not going to get, or else they're not going to get the scraps of the white men. White men and black men are the same fucking side of the coin. They work together. You could go ahead, Buck.
I don't know about that, but we are all men. That's the only fucking side that I can see. But for the most part, I'm not understanding y'all talking points, man. Y'all talking like y'all hate men.
We do. What's your point?
That's kind of fucked up. That's bold.
Okay, we do hate y'all. So what? Why would we? Hold on, why
So
would?
why you hate your? So
Yeah,
explain to me.
we do. What else?
Explain to me.
What's next?
Explain to me why you hate your daddy.
We're not delving
Cause
on that. We
what's your next
acknowledge it
point?
and move on.
No. I'm trying to find out why
No,
why
you
y'all
asked us.
talking
No,
points
we don't
the
need the
way that they are.
explanation. No, you said that.
Because
Listen,
y'all make some very.
Buck. We hate him. What's next? We're not gonna sit up here and explain shit to you. We don't give a fuck, Buck. What's your next talking point? You keep begging to come up here. You and Eric have been up on this panel, taking that crusty, gnarled finger of yours and pressing request all fucking day. What do you have to say about the prompt? What do you have to say?
Funny how when it's their time to talk, don't mean nothing to say, but once you start talking, they got a bunch of shit that's out their motherfucking mouth.
Because they're the fucking police. That's why. They don't have anything to say because their only objective, ladies, is to interrupt us and stop us from talking. They don't even know that this is their fucking programming at hand. This is what it looks like for the Black Man program to happen. They have absolutely nothing to add to the conversation, no counterpoints, but they come off of the fucking mic to interrupt us because they are the fucking police.
Damn, why you hate men so much, baby?
You can't have an original thought, so everything is going to be predicated upon something you said. So when someone doesn't have anything to add, they wait for you to talk and then they ask questions about your points or to debunk your point, but they don't have their original point.
If y'all
That's
go
all.
on, if y'all go on Tara's page, I'm gonna tell. I think Tara should run the live back again. If y'all go on Tara's page, you'll see. She hosted a sub only live yesterday about conversation domination techniques, interrupting, question stacking, the appeal to authority. Black women need to start understanding these tactics so we know when we're talking to someone that is here to cause chaos and confusion amongst Black women. And these two niggas, their programming is so hard body, they don't even know that they're doing it. They just know that they have to
Okay,
stop this conversation.
no. First of
No,
all,
no,
Yeah.
bitch.
Oh, to be fair, that's not on my page, so it was
I thought
subliminal
I.
for a reason.
Oh, okay. I thought it. Oh, I can only see it.
Yeah,
how y'all keep muting me,
I
man?
upload. I
What's
got put it in the
happening?
Discord, but I'm not. It's
You're not.
subliminal for a reason.
Okay. Well, you got to subscribe. I think you got to subscribe so we could host that live again. But we have to know when we're talking to people, to black men that cause absolute just chaos and confusion. They're not here. They're the first people that ask for a solution, but they don't want a solution, y'all. They are here to
So what
detract from
chaos
the
and confusion that I?
They are here to distract from the conversation. They don't want us talking to each other. They don't want us comparing notes. When we start to compare notes, when we start to talk about, oh, your dad did this. Oh, you got one of those weird uncles at your grandmama house too. Oh, you used to have a nigga sitting in front of your high school
Yeah,
waiting for
all
you
those
to get out.
motherfuckers need to be.
You used to have a nigga in front of your high school waiting for you to get out of the high school too. When we start comparing notes, we start to realize who the real fucking enemy is.
Well, on that note,
On that note, you could shut the fuck up, Buck. I thought you said you was gonna dig your dad up so he could
on
get
that
on the
note,
go dig your daddy up. Go ahead, Eric.
Yes, I just want to tell you, I appreciate you guys being honest. I ain't never been on a panel discussion that there was this much civic discord, and I appreciate it. I also want to say you said something about me, and ma'am, only thing I've ever said is respectful. That's it. I'm not going to disrespect you. When I talk about stoicism, it's only because that's the life I try to live. I do cycle.
Eric, you gotta forgive me. All you
It's
niggas
all
fucking
good, dude.
sound alike. I can't tell the difference.
I
Y'all
ain't even
all
tripping.
NPCs. So do you want to talk on the
He's been
conversation?
disrespectful. No, he's been disrespectful too. He just didn't raise his voice.
How
He's
have I
still a
been
bitch in the
disrespectful?
comments, so whatever.
What have I
Oh,
said that's
okay.
disrespectful in the
No, we're
comments?
not gonna do that. We don't give a
Okay.
fuck. Go ahead. Answer.
Oh,
What do you want to add to the conversation? What do you want to add to the conversation?
I really want to add nothing to this conversation now. Brothers, stay strong.
He a bitch.
Brother, stay strong.
Weak. Weak.
Yeah, they ain't saying shit. It's all just like you got the white folk. They always want to be one of the good ones. The niggas always saying they one of the good ones. That's why I say like it don't matter what type of mask or stuff they say in front of you. Find that woman that live in a household with them and find out who the real that man is for real. Because at the end of the day, because of like how self preservation work and how they're conditioned and they're fucking feral, emotionally feral. They act like they operate like feral fucking animals. They don't give a fuck about nothing you gotta say. That's why I say there's no point in trying to talk to them, trying to explain shit to them. All they're going is deflect and derail because the goal is not to listen to you, it's not to further the conversation, it's not to echo your voice or any of those things. It's to steal your talking points and to gaslight you. But I'm gonna end here, y'all. Good live. I appreciate all the participation. I see y'all later. Thank y'all.